I'll go delete it from Facebook.
Welcome, everyone, to the LP Alliance 2-hour lunch hour, the live stream that doubles as an IQ test. It's attended by all the worst people, full of extraneous guests, and the best excuse you have to get back to business late. We are also always very, very serious here. Comrade Ryan, how are you doing?
Oh, just suffering as usual. How about yourself?
Yeah, well, life is endless suffering when you work with Kyle. So
Yeah,
yeah,
and like I'm expecting there will be a meteor to hit us here pretty soon.
yeah.
We
Well,
will all die.
of course, there will be.
Um,
That's how it goes.
but yeah, so I guess I don't really have much news going on except other than like there's a big party happening near me soon, and like I like being around people.
You don't. You hate being around people. This is
Well,
a this is
it
a
it depends on the people.
lie.
It depends on the people.
You
At a
definitely
liber-
didn't like being around convention. I'll tell you that much.
yeah, I don't much like being around a bunch of other libertarians to be honest with you. That's not my idea of fun. But you know, family, friends, coworkers, that sort of stuff. That I do enjoy that.
That's good. It's very good.
Yeah. No, but like at a major convention, I'm like, I agree with these people on almost everything, and they won't, just drop their ego type shit. That's usually my main criticism.
It's all good. It's all good. Um, it's okay. We were late too, HVAC soldier. So don't worry. Hi there, Jonathan.
We survived the meteor,
We
Jonathan.
did. There was a meteor.
Yeah.
Kyle sent a meteor after us, which is why he's not talking. We diverted the meteor onto him,
I think
and so
he's
now
actually.
he's
I think
getting
he's in a
crushed
meeting right
by a
now, and that's why
meteor.
he's very frustrated. He's like, I
Yeah,
want to be here for 2 hour lunch hour with these
yeah.
incredible people, and he's stuck talking to his coworkers.
He is. He's talking to his coworkers. He's talking to his coworkers that got hit by a meteor. It hasn't been a good day for him after
No,
being crushed by a meteor.
no. Some could say it's going to be much like the dinosaurs, and there will be an apocalypse.
That's correct. Well,
Just barely started.
you missed the fact that Kyle Davis got crushed by a meteor, and so we've reanimated him now. I feel so. There are already people watching. I feel like we have we have a reputation to maintain. We need to be talking about proletarian revolution.
Hmm.
We need to be talking about the workers of the world uniting, because that's what we do. We're very serious about those kinds of things. No, you didn't miss nothing. Didn't miss nothing. Phil's talking about how much he loves people and how he's got a party that he's definitely going to go to, because you saw him at convention. He was very, very excited.
Yeah.
You're around
No.
all the people at convention.
Well, again, like I said, I don't actually much like being around a bunch of libertarians, and I had a major like migraine at this last one. The one before it wasn't so bad, but like the Pennsylvania one, but national just migraine the entire time. I think it was probably all the yelling, the neo Nazis that are in the kind of surrounding, that sort of stuff. Just will give you a headache.
Yeah. Well, they will. Did you really have a migraine for the entire time?
Yeah, dude, that's why I literally went back like to the Airbnb and just passed out every single day.
I thought you just went back to the Airbnb because you hated being around people and
Oh
me.
no, no, no. I would have hung out with like LPA people and like somewhere else, but I was like, I'm like feeling like I'm gonna die, so I'm just gonna go back and sleep. That way, I can guarantee that I'm there first thing in the morning. Also, I don't normally sleep normal hours, so it's like these are my sleeping hours, and I got to be around libertarians.
What are your
You
sleep?
don't usually sleep.
No, he usually sleeps all the time. What are you talking about?
No, it's
No,
usually
he's
during
got insomnia
it's
problems.
usually during the day that I'm
Well, yeah,
sleeping, like
yeah.
from like 4 until like 10 or 11 at most. If I get to 11, I'm pretty happy. So I was going to bed at like 4 and then having to wake up at like 7 or like 8 o'clock basically to be down at convention on time. It sucked. Yeah, dude, my enthusiasm was awe. I just hated being everything about that. Um, a massive, massive waste of time, in my opinion. But good things did happen. Some bad things happened too. But yeah, so this party is going to happen, and we still have a bunch of stuff we have to go prepare and do for. Am I still live? Am I the only one here?
Yep. You're the only one here.
Yes. It's just you. You're the one who's hosting. And so you crickets.
So, what is going on in the world of Philium?
Oh, just doing some writing. Writing that's not for the revolution, so Amanda gets angry about it, but
I do. What good is the writing if not for the
I do have to
revolution?
do a job,
Phil is the
It's
ray of
true.
darkness. Look at him. He's like the black hole right here.
Yeah. It's kind of bipolar with me. It's either I'm extremely joyous or it's like, time to burn things down. But,
Philium, the Dark Prince.
it is a bit like Schrodinger's McConnell, Either I'm very alive or very dead, one or the other,
So, did you guys see that Fauci pled the fifth in the Rand Paul bread circus?
No, but it is
Yep.
kind of like there's so much going on fucked up right now. Why are we looking back 5 years or whatever, 6 years? It's like, dude.
I mean, that's why they're looking back.
It's like, hey, don't pay attention to these masked men in the street, Pay attention to Anthony Fauci's, sketchy science funding.
It's so wild.
It does feel like that is like the thing that like because most of our politics is like trauma based. They're like, how do we change the concept of what's going on right now? Let's just throw back this old trauma and poke this wound so that way you don't pay attention to like the current saw that's cutting your arm off.
Yeah, it's such an oddity.
Oh, where'd Amanda go?
I'll tell you when you're older.
Yeah.
Yep. I assume it's a tech problem.
She does have internet issues quite often.
Yep.
Yeah, I do think it's funny that like there are these like totems that are being like brought up, like you must focus on this and don't pay attention to us printing trillions of dollars. Like I saw a post the other day where it was like no bullshit, like a Tea Party one, and they were like blaming the Democrats for the trillions in debt, and I'm like, are you like watching what's happening right now?
Yeah,
like,
I know it.
Man. And then they're like the same Tea Party group is like promoting Trump, and it's like, well, what the fuck happened to like the Tea Party? Like they're just like, hey, when our side spend money, it's not, that's not inflation inducing,
Right? It's oh my god, it's insane. So Amanda and I intend to force Rob to watch the back rooms this next week
for like a weird kink thing.
Exactly.
Is there more to this reasoning? Because I don't know much about the back rooms other than it's like a weird, like internet meme where people get trapped there, or whatever. Like, why does Rob need to watch it? It's like what I'm guessing. Like, I need specific.
So it's like this wild psychological horror where like the whole concept is that this place full of memories exists. Where like every memory that happens is recreated in this place, but the place doesn't remember very well. And so weird versions of the original things are there. And so like dude has an ad for his store where he's a pirate, and now there's a giant monster pirate version of him with this like melted face and everything that's walking around trying to hurt people as a pirate. It's bizarre. It's very psychological thriller.
But like, what is the point? I guess like I'm still lost here. We were talking about Tea Party spending craziness, and then that was connected to Rob seeing the back rooms.
Yeah,
I'm lost.
That's fine.
Do you think
That's what the back
he's
rooms
like
are for.
in the back room? It's like this is the part where I'm kind of confused. Like
um,
like are you guys gonna give him like a survey before and after to see what the psychological effect was or something? Like what is going on
exactly.
here?
Yeah, that's the whole purpose, right? It's to study Rob and see what happens when he's put in the back rooms.
Mm,
It's
mm-mm.
yeah,
Well,
exactly. Like Alex pointed out, as soon as the credits started rolling, he asked himself out loud, "What the fuck was that?" Which is pretty much what that whole movie is. Um, do I sound bad?
no.
Okay. Does something sound wrong? Jake said reanimated Kyle sounded like he said memories instead of memories.
No, I think you're just slowing your words because you got hit by that asteroid.
Meteor.
So
Gotcha. That makes sense.
so memories, not memories, happen there. And Amanda's not here, so I think he's just thinking about our
Yep.
you know our moves. But
She's not responding either. So
is your internet like completely fucked? Well,
I
it's
don't
not
know.
going to be fun if we're not going to be able to beat up on Amanda here. Like lighthearted jeering is what I exist for, and she's not here. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what's going on with the backrooms or why that is a Rob centric thing. But are you saying that like most people should watch it, Greasy Porcupine? That like people should watch it and go, "What the fuck was that?" and then contemplate it. Is there some greater meaning that I'm just missing here, other than like a creepy movie?
No, I just didn't want to talk about Epstein anymore.
Well,
Hey, Amanda's back.
I do want to talk about Epstein.
Gross.
Largely because we have to
I
contemplate.
prefer not to be a pedophile.
Well, like Palm Beach Pete is still out there, and I'm like 90% sure that's Epstein. And so like we have to contemplate the ways in which we will gut him, things like that. If he actually is Epstein, like if there's ever a genetic test or something.
Palm Beach Pete got me. I actually spit took. I'm wiping my monitor down at this point.
See, dude, I love me a good conspiracy theory that doesn't have any real world effects, and so like I am surely imagining that he is Epstein. I do worry that if he's not, and then there just happens to be somebody who's like a little bit more unhinged, then like the poor guy's going to be in risk for his life or whatever. Oh, Leon Trotskydo is back.
Leon Trotskydo.
Yes.
Who's at risk for their life?
What?
Who's at risk for their life?
Oh, don't worry about it. It has nothing to do with
I
ketamine darts or
I definitely need to know.
or straitjackets or an institution. You don't have to worry about it. Just look at the flowers.
Flowers for Trotskydo.
Yeah, I guess mosquitoes aren't really big fans of flowers, but
Addison says she's running for
are they?
office. She needs help covering legal fees. Addison, like send us a link so we can do a QR code. Throw it up.
I think we have one. I really hate that it's limited the number of QR codes now because that's dumb. What is which image? The Leon Trotskydo?
That's an image that Addison. Shut up, Kyle. That's an image that Addison made of me as a. She said stick bug, but
that's definitely not a stick bug.
It's not a stick bug.
As the illicit image that I sent you guys shows that has no resemblance to stick bugs.
Yeah.
I really wish that it would let me copy from this comment instead of trying to show it. I will grab it from
I can input it manually.
Page. Well, yeah, I'll just grab it from the page.
That's a lot of like string of random letters and numbers.
Typing, but like,
I'm not great with a random
string
of
never
letters
been
and numbers.
By typing before.
Oh, I have.
Well, I know you have because you have your little ASMR keyboard. So
yeah, yep. My actual desk keyboard sounds much more mechanical.
It's not as rhythmic.
No, for sure not, because it's not just two fingers typing. On the phone, it's the two fingers, and it goes. But the keyboard is much more classic keyboard sound. Queen of AI image prompts. I see that does not look like a stick bug. I'm just sorry. And I know this because a buddy of mine sent me a photograph on his deck of 2 stick bugs doing the dirty.
And I
And
told you that the
yeah,
female stick bugs are larger than the male stick bugs,
yes, yeah.
which
So
is how we know I'm trans.
and this was
Oh God.
and this was just the point. The point of this was to tell the world that Amanda's OnlyFans had leaked,
Yeah,
and so and she claims she likes
her only bugs.
she claims she likes kind of
only
chunkier men,
mandibles is what it's called.
but
Only mandibles.
Oh God.
Uh,
Only
do we,
sticks.
I can announce the finalists. So, guys, here's the situation that we had here. We've got 3 top finalists, but we're going to have the unholy army of the night, of the public, of the general masses vote on 4 finalists, and right now we got 3, and we got a tie between the final one. So I'm gonna tell you what the finalists are that we have. I will only read the quote because otherwise it's way too long. This was uttered by Rose Leatherman. These are her words. I had an unapologetic white nationalist named David Franklin murder political enemies by throwing them out of helicopters. Mr. Shaw, you are the wrong ethnicity. I recommend an individual like Mr. Franklin for political office under the Libertarian banner. Honestly, I didn't know Rose Leatherman was that kind of person, but that's a quote from her.
it is odd because
Yeah.
normally I would expect the exact opposite of Rosa
Yeah.
Leatherman, and I'm wondering, are there ellipses in that quote at all?
It came from
Like,
her lips. I can't speak for ellipsis,
so
but here's another one.
there was no breaks anywhere in that.
Yeah, I can't even
No?
remember. So long ago that she said it. But here's one from Jeremy Kaufman. All right, this is even stranger. All right, again, direct quote. If you want to create a society based off of egalitarians and socialists, I will spend the rest of my life fighting for this.
Wow.
Jeremy Kaufman. I'm impressed.
Wow.
He's come a long way.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
He really does
shocked.
want to stay with the LP, doesn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think he's pandering to me now, very much so. And we have. Oh wait, 1 second. I must have missed it. The vote totals must have fucking people voted after the deadline. This is what happened. So the next one that was in the lead until people voted after midnight was, hold on, the LPH sorry, this is from LPNH. The LPNH national membership termination is warranted.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they
So
endorsed their own disaffiliation.
People do have a change of heart sometimes,
Yeah.
and sometimes that heart surgery, that change has to do with a couple dots,
Mm-hmm.
like at least 3 of them inside of some brackets,
Oh goodness.
The middle dot represents the heart, but so those are top 3. Now again, I fortunately wrote this down because none of y'all bitches in the LPA Discord can follow rules. Okay, fortunately, because I knew that y'all couldn't follow rules, I wrote down what the top 3 were.
Well, you wrote a lot of rules. Like, let's be honest here. There's a lot of words there that takes.
I was very lenient.
There's a lot of words there. It was a little bit unhinged. I was like, am I going to read all these words, letters lined up?
You should have that.
No.
You should have made ellipsis in between this. That's what you should have done.
Yeah, it should have been shorter for sure.
But now we've got 2 finalists, or sorry, 2 semifinalists to join the other top 3, or we did before people screwed this up. So the first comes from Bryce Tone. Okay. Dear LNC members, I think we pretty clearly know former chair Angela McArdle wants this body. It's Bryce Tone. He wrote that in an email.
Oh my God. So Bryce, you think Bryce and Angela McArdle are like having a bit of a thing?
I mean, she wanted that body.
I mean, Bryce is certainly interested in the shape of her body.
And is he?
Oh yeah.
Okay. And then the next one, I hesitate to read this, but it comes from the Biden-Harris campaign. Ban the manufacture of children. Joe Biden will ban children with no more than 3 shells in their shotgun.
You got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I want the children to have at least 5 shells in their shotgun. So,
I'm simple.
I could ban children that have lower than 3. That would be okay. They say, hey, you need at least 3 shells in the shotguns that you're going to use. Like a nice little 410 shotgun for somebody that's a little bit younger. I think an appropriate age is 11 years old or something for a 410 shotgun. But anyway, yeah. So Amanda
first was a 20.
We did though. We did have, and because I want to make sure that people know that we did put in the submissions we received online too in the comments. So those are all there, and any submissions that received 8 or more votes are automatically being re-entered in the next submission cohort. So that includes the following gems. All right, and again, you can submit ones outside of that too. If you think another one should have gotten more attention, I think Joe Hanoush's submission from the LP platform should have gotten more love. We have "Good Evening, Fellow Terrorists" from George W. Bush.
I like that one.
Yeah, I like.
It's the most honest thing he's ever said.
Yeah. It's very honest.
Well, here's another very honest one that I was surprised came from Andrew Chatterton. "We are losing our gross negligence. Defend it forever."
Yeah, I don't like that one as much. Whoever put that
really?
in there, I'm sorry.
He wants to defend gross negligence. I think it's honest. I think it's very honest.
I got some judge.
Yep.
It's not as creative.
Yep. I thought it was great.
So whoever sent that, I'm judging you without knowing who sent it.
It was Jake.
Well, I'm judging you, Jake.
And then,
Jake.
Mr. I have
Phil,
2 first names.
Phil hates you.
Then again, we have, of course, from Joe Jorgensen's famous speech. "It is not enough to be passively racist. We must be actively racist."
See, I don't like this one only because I like Joe, and that makes it seem
I love Joe.
That's what she said. I mean, you can't deny the words.
Yeah, I still feel bad. I feel bad about ellipsing Joe Jorgensen. I think it's a sad day for Liberty if she's getting ellipsed.
Everyone should get ellipsed equally. That's how you spread the love, comrade.
No, thank you.
You must.
But
see, he understands now. He just said thank you.
Yeah.
Just had a slap and ellipsis in there.
So recreational nukes for kids or bust. Yeah.
That's why they're banning the children with the shotguns, because it doesn't go far enough.
Yeah. So I actually have my philosophical take is that nukes are actually a constant act of coercion, and they shouldn't be a material in this world. But here we are. It was a post, but still, the point stands. I have seen *Handmaid's Tale*. It's a decent series.
Really, you've seen *Handmaid's Tale*?
Yep.
I'm surprised by this too.
I just lost respect for you.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was a TV series. I thought it was a movie.
I read the book.
TV
I had
series.
to read the book. Don't hold it against me. It was cool.
I really like sci-fi and dystopia movies, so because you got to get ideas on how you're going.
It wasn't.
What?
It was a series.
It was a huge series.
That chick with the face, it's kind of a weird face.
Chick with the weird face.
Like she's mad all the time.
Yeah,
I only remember
she was a handmaid
as a movie.
Well, yeah, but
of course she's going to be mad.
Even in real life, she looks like she's mad all the time. She looks like she's mad and slightly uncomfortable.
Well, we are existing in a bit of a dystopia in real life, so The Giver is a decent movie for sure.
Oh,
they made a movie of The Giver.
Yep.
What other? This may not be a popular opinion, but the Giver and the follow up Blue, whatever it is, I hate them.
I didn't watch the follow up at all, or read the follow up.
I read them.
The movie was actually decent for The Giver.
No, you gotta hear me out on this. The entire thing is like, I can see colors. There's like, F you, kid.
Yeah, well, because Kyle can't see colors.
Exactly.
So he's got emotional scarring
from here. He was jealous as a child.
I'm telling
You
you,
can see the colors.
it's a good, decent dystopian movie. You know what came out recently that was not bad? It was kind of like on a weird. I can't remember
They
the
had a couple
streaming
poops
service.
that came out recently that weren't bad.
Well, it was the Brave New World. They did a
Oh,
Brave New World TV series.
okay. So I hate Brave New World. I'm gonna go on record with that, which is gonna surprise people. I hate Brave New World, and
Well,
here's why.
because you want it to be like that, right? You want to like
I
have
mean, I
genetic engineered. You want
some
to
bits of it, yeah,
everybody owns everybody
yeah,
else's body, and you could just
yeah.
do
I
what you
some
want
bits
with
of
all the
that,
Russian
yeah.
men.
But the Russian men are Russian. Some of them are
Well,
Russian.
well, no, I'm just saying that
No,
if the world was like
yeah,
that,
they
then
would
you
be
would
Russian.
the Russian men that would be there. They couldn't say no to your advances.
Russian
You
men?
know,
Oh, they would definitely say no to my advances. You know what the beauty
well they
standards are in
can't,
Brave
right?
New World?
Holy
Brave
shit!
New, in
How
Brave
many
New
books were in the Giver series?
Probably a lot.
Kyle, we've moved on.
Yeah, that was
Apparently,
like
there's
5 minutes ago.
4.
Brave
Wow.
New World beauty standards were like, yeah, they want the TNA. But no, the reason I hate Brave New World is because Aldous Huxley was a hypocrite insofar as he's arguing essentially for like a he is the hyper conservative one there, even though he is making an argument against in some ways conservatism. um, he has this notion of going back to the days of the noble savage, right? And how he's critiquing societal progress, he's critiquing technical progress, but then at the same time, if we were to truly go back to noble savagery, we'd be a lot more sexed up, right? And simultaneously, he's critiquing the fact that everyone in this culture is sexed up and on the sex drugs. So he can't have it both ways. He wants his cake and to eat it out too. But he's
Is
got
what?
this notion that
He
when
wants his cake to do what to it too?
he wants his cake and to eat it out
You're
too.
you're behind now. You didn't catch that
thank
right
you.
away, and the fact that
Exactly.
you're shocked
Yeah,
by
no.
it, you know, this is
I'd have to
this
explain
is
the joke
yeah, this is
like I
kind of
did to
nuts.
the
Blah,
what's
This
his
is
name?
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Mm, I say most people exist in kind of a state of constant hypocrisy, so I'm
Well, yeah,
fine
but
with
you
it.
don't write about it.
Well, I think I think some people do write about it.
He's very self-satisfied about that book. Aldous Huxley was.
Well,
you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, the TV series is kind of it's like decent. It's like if you're a dystopia fan, it's like worth watching. And normally for like most of those, you don't want to watch it. Like Fahrenheit 451, like the new one, kind of trash. But like
So was the book.
I genuinely
Kyle's like light the
want-
books on fire, especially that one.
No, Fahrenheit 451 was all about fucking conservative bullshit.
It was.
Like,
Although
everyone's like, oh, he's pro book. And
It
it's like,
doesn't-
yeah.
it doesn't
Go ahead, sir.
follow along the ideological lines of conservative and progressive today. It's true. And so like that's what I like about a lot of the dystopian novels is that they are not expressly conservative or progressive except for Brave New World. And so Brave New World falls short for me in that respect. What I want to see, and I think David Fincher could do it, I want to see them make a film adaptation, but so close to the book that like I want the dialogue to be the same. Darkness at Noon, which is going to be hard because you basically have to play you have to show a lot of internal lack of life on screen. There's a lot of blank.
That tends to do a lot for the box office.
Yeah. Well, no, David Fincher can make it work. I think. He could absolutely.
Well, I will say, like Spielberg's first movie, I believe it was Spielberg, was the THX 1138, and that is kind of it's like brooding and silent
You
for
think
most of it.
that's Spielberg?
Is it Spielberg? I thought it was Spielberg.
No, that's Lucas.
It was.
That's George Lucas.
That was his first one.
That is the
Yeah.
prequel to Star Wars.
So it's one of them. It was one of the ones from Star Wars. But yeah, so that one's kind of like silent and brooding, and like most people will find it boring. It was not a success. But I look at it and go like, this is a decent movie for the time period if you want dystopia.
I mean, we all went dystopia.
Well, I don't know.
Is that correct?
Don't we?
I don't think so.
Don't we want
No.
dystopia? I want
No.
dystopia. Dystopia is fun.
No.
You got people
I think-
being chased through bureaucratic mazes. Come on.
Yeah, that's what we're in right now. No, thank you.
Yeah, it's like
it is
an
awful.
MC Escher painting, but it's the government.
It's like, have you ever watched the old movie Brazil? Have you ever seen that?
Oh yeah.
Great movie.
I have not.
Oh my god, it's like a satire of like bureaucratic future that's like just a nightmare, but it's like kind of a comedy at the same time. It's good. And like it's like the one guy's like, here's a receipt for your receipt, and there's like just a ton of paperwork, and that's like the world we kind of exist in now. It's like everything is like, you got to go get this permit, you got to get this thing, and it's like, man, I just want to paint my shed, and they're like, well, we got to do a safety study on the eyes to see if the color of your barn is not the right color,
Yeah. Well, if it's too strong, if it's so strong that Kyle can see the color, it's too much.
Exactly.
It's like, there's that famous meme where
Can
it's
mosquitoes see color? I'm curious now.
It sounds like the kind of
know.
thing that Phil knows.
No, that's a bug
Phil,
scientist. I'm not a bug scientist.
Do almond
That
mosquitoes?
sounds like chemistry. Isn't color chemistry?
Can mosquitoes be racist?
If I knew what their if I knew what their the receptors in their eyes were, and like the
Holy shit, they can.
they can see color.
I don't know why you're.
Yes. Apparently, it's very limited. It's pretty much like they can see red and orange. And of course, like all bugs, their eyes are too small to like make out good pictures. But
that's why this one has glasses.
exactly,
Yeah.
helps focus the light down.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
that's
I'm,
cool.
I'm definitely not a bug scientist.
So we learned that mosquitoes are superior to Kyle today. They have superior skills.
You just learned that today? That's
I mean,
crazy.
no, but I had
It's
wondered.
been known.
What are you doing? Stop trying to be nice, okay? That's not the point of the show.
I didn't know if he was better than a mosquito. That was where I thought, maybe nature's going to draw the line. Nope, because mosquitoes can see colors.
You just posted the trailer for THX 1138. It's definitely a weird movie. Like you have to be like kind of a sci-fi nerd to enjoy it, I think.
A lot of movies. We saw. I saw Backrooms over the weekend.
Yeah, me and Kyle were talking about that, about how like you and him were like, we got to get Rob to see this, and I was like, what the fuck? What is it
I
about
feel like
Rob?
Rob would be really fun to watch Backrooms with.
But like, the why?
Shit.
Like, what
Don't
is
you
it?
fucking underestimate me, Alex.
Have you seen Backrooms, Phil?
No, I have not. But
Okay. Well, if you saw it, you'd understand. I feel like Rob's the kind of person who can comment on a movie, but also do it sincerely, and it would just be a fun one for.
I
Rob.
feel like Rob should just play every character.
Well, yeah. I mean, we do want to do a stage adaptation of Backrooms where Rob plays Captain Clark, the pirate monster. And
Okay, so this is
more. Maybe Rob should be Mary.
This is a deep cut. I'm kind of bored.
this is why you've got to watch Backrooms too.
Well,
Do you watch horror? Are you like a horror fan? I said
Not
horror, by the way.
not really. When I was young, I was all messed up on some substances and watched a couple horror movies, and I think that might
it's
have
bad
permanently
choice.
scarred me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't like hallucinogen. It was just like being completely out of my face,
Yeah.
and I think that was So I don't really enjoy it. It's not like I'm scared by them or anything, but it's just like, eh.
I remember watching Breaking Bad while I was crossfaded, and that was not
God.
fun. Yeah.
See, Breaking Bad is a great show.
Again, I'm like you though. I won't watch Breaking Bad because I remember just watching it when I was both high and drunk.
See, I don't watch Breaking Bad because it sucked.
I will say, I think
Come to me, chat.
we could get a trailer, an RV, and
make meth.
we could do that. Yeah. I just need to get cancer.
We could do that.
I just need to get cancer, right? And I need
You
Kyle
don't have
to
cancer
start.
to make meth.
I need Kyle to start dressing.
You
like
need
a
to
little
find
bit
Rob
of
because Rob knows how to give people cancer. I think that was what we took from the last couple of episodes.
Phil could basically just be all the characters in fucking Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah, depending on what part of my life you're looking at, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Phil just shows up as Jesse,
Yeah.
starts making meth as Walter, goes home and he hates himself and fucks his own boss, and that's how he becomes the wife, whose name I can't remember.
Yeah, I will definitely start practicing that screenplay.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's the Phil Ryan monologues,
Yeah,
Breaking Bad edition.
I'm
So, like,
just
the kind
saying,
of monologues,
but what I do need is Kyle to dress up like Jesse. So like late 90s, early 2000s white boy that listened to too much Eminem. And then I need him to be like science bitch as I'm cooking meth, And then if we explode and get burns or whatever,
Oh
I
God,
expect him to pull it
David's
off.
asked a question that I'm sure Amanda has an opinion on.
no, I probably don't.
Probiotics versus
Probiotics, good or
prebiotics.
bad? Prebiotics, good or bad?
I mean, they're
I
good.
know she has an opinion because she was promptly like, Kyle, take these probiotics, you'll get less fat. And I was like, thank you.
I didn't say that. So Kyle had been expressing that he was having.
I was serious on the thank you. That was sincere.
Kyle said that he'd been having difficulty losing weight. This was last year. And so I said, well, it could be related to gut microbiome because he was talking about how he had been counting calories and like trying to stay in a calorie deficit, but had been losing less weight than he thought that he should be based on the deficit. And, I asked all the normal questions like, yeah, are you really in that deficit? Okay, what are you eating? But I also said, well, there are these probiotics that I take called Bioptimizers Pre3OM, and this is not an ad for them. And they have the most obnoxious website, but they actually do work. They're very good. It's a very good blend. You don't have to refrigerate them. I take 2 a day. You can take up to 4 a day. And they help with mood. They help with energy. Because again, the gut microbiome actually is something that contributes significantly to mood, digestion, appetite, weight.
Oh, yeah, Addison.
Yeah, any kind of awesome, Addison. Yeah, all kinds of regulation like that. So
are you saying I just got like a bunch of like bacteria in there that are like be an asshole? Just,
actually,
like,
yes.
There?
Yes.
So you could have the same problem I did. So when I was at Georgia Tech, our room flooded one year. They had turned the AC off for Christmas, being like, it's winter. They don't need air conditioning in there. And so the rooms flooded from moisture, from the humidity, from moisture. That is what flooding is. Yes.
It's also
Brilliant.
what humidity is.
Yes. And when we got back, we had a mold problem, had to fight that and everything else. And I ended up with, no shit, yeast growing out of my stomach into my mouth. It was fucking disgusting.
That's
and
really,
I had
I
this.
actually never knew how that happened because you were talking about how you'd gotten sick and how you basically lost all of your stomach bugs. But I didn't know how it happened. Okay, so this is the first time I'm hearing the story, oddly, because usually I've heard, I think, every story of your entire life other than this.
You guys
Amanda's just very mad today.
You've heard none of my stories.
No, I've heard none. Sorry, go on.
So, like, when I went to the doctor telling him I have no energy, I feel terrible and everything else, he looked at my mouth and he was like, you have yeast growing on the back of your tongue. I'd like to do a test and we're going to see if that's going all the way down your stomach. And he was like, yes, that is going all the way down your stomach. So what's happened is the yeast has killed off all of your good gut flora. And for the next 6 weeks, you can have no sugar at all while taking these anti-fungals and antibacterials to kill everything off. And so after that, in a single semester, I gained 90 pounds, which was fucking insane.
You understand? Like, I'm worried about that happening to me now. Like, I'm worried about getting some because I'm worried about mold overgrowth all the time. I worry about mold, and so now I'm worried about having some weird mold problem and having all the bacteria eat my bacteria, or sorry, all the yeast eat my bacteria. So how does that not happen? How do I know that's not happening?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare, and you have to have like a mold sensitivity in the first place.
Bunch of exceedingly.
I have no idea if they gave me diflucan. I don't remember what any of them were. They were just like, this is an antifungal, this is an antifungal, this is an antibiotic, this is an antibiotic. You need to take all of these. And I took all of those, and I felt much better, but gained a shitload of weight. And no matter how much I went to the gym and how little I was eating, I was still gaining weight. And it was wild because, like, before that, on a dare, I had had an entire week where I ate nothing but ice cream and did not gain weight. Like, literally was going to the soft serve machine in the fucking, because I had an unlimited pass to the cafeteria, and would just have nothing but ice cream until I was full. Literally 3 meals a day.
And you
no
hearing
weight gained.
You hearing that, chat? That is what they took away from us with inflation. You used to be able to get unlimited ice cream at places. You can't do that anymore. You know,
It's true.
that's what they took. We used to be a real country.
And I went over to eating like relatively lean and everything else.
Are we talking about times we almost died from various things? Is that what's going to happen now?
Do you want for it to? Is that?
I don't know. I want to know if Amanda's ever
Yeah.
nearly died by something. Because
I mean,
Oh,
if
it
it
really
happens
died tons of
again,
times. You fucking kidding me?
well,
Phil, you have to
close
remember
no
when
cigar.
you're as tiny as Amanda, like stubbing her toe, like if it breaks through the skin, she's only got one drop of blood.
Yeah, I got like one blood cell. Like if that
That's
leaks
true.
out, you know.
I did
And she's
find out
gone.
I have low lymphocytes, which is
I do
probably
too.
why
It's
I get
called
sick so often.
lymphocytopenia.
Well,
I have
don't
no
need to know
idea what
about-
lymphocytes are.
Yeah, I
You're
don't
the
need to
white
know
blood
about
cells.
your penia. Okay, let's keep
It's
that
not
to
what's
yourself.
called. We
all right?
have the same
We talked-
condition. We were bonding.
We talked about this last time
What?
about
Lymphopenias?
osteopenia. Okay. Yeah. So like I'm like, man, I wonder if that's why I'll get sick sometimes. I'm like, and like it's like more often probably than I should. Not like respiratory infections, but like other things like sinus infections, like upper sinus infections, or like I had like a infection of like the nail bed, which I didn't even know could happen. They had like maybe like 2 months ago. And I'm like, man, I wonder if that's like why. But
What, 'cause, yeah, I mean, if
they
you
know
have
why
low
mine
BPs,
is. Yours is because you're like don't eat anything. Your B vitamins are like super low. Mine is because I have an autoimmune disorder that has like tore apart my organs. So I know what's wrong with mine.
No, I know what's wrong with my. It's just white blood cells.
But I do think it's why maybe I get like I'll get waves of like sometimes like for like I'll be not sleeping for a while and then I'll get like waves of like super tired. I'm like, man, I wonder if I'm like just depleting my lymphocytes and my body can't clear things very well.
Alex is correct. It's if Amanda had a cut,
Yeah.
the blood would immediately hit the air and coagulate
Yeah.
because it's so cold.
See, I
Just
thought
boom.
the demon that was inside of her, it would be so boiling hot in there that like immediately
pull the
it
blood back in
it
anyway.
would
That's
evaporate.
why,
I think it would
that's why I'm in
evaporate in the air.
politics. That's why I'm in
Yeah.
politics, because I have very low blood pressure. And so I need something that's going to raise my blood pressure and make me angry and like make me hotter inside. So
No, I don't have Crohn's. I have sarcoidosis.
I
would kill,
Using the big science word.
I would probably kill to get Crohn's instead of what I have because you can treat Crohn's with like a bunch of biologics. They can't do anything for mine.
Apparently, Phil has nodules in the lungs, liver, and lymph glands and salivary glands. He's a nodly boy.
That's like surprisingly accurate. It can go to multiple organs, and like you named the ones that I have.
All I did was I went to Kagi and was like, Kagi, tell me what sarcoidosis is.
Yeah, that's
I know what sarcoidosis is because I'm a hypochondriac, so I've looked it up.
yeah.
I had a second horrible thing less than a year later from that.
Oh my gosh.
And Amanda has seen pictures of that one.
Oh yeah, that's why I was going to say like you've had a bunch of weird conditions. Yeah.
I got strep skin. It's exceedingly rare in white people.
like
The only country that is known to have this consistently is Japan, and it's still rare there.
Is
but,
that politically correct? I think it used to be called yellow fever, like a long time ago, when you would get strep that would go to your skin.
That's racist.
I don't know. I don't know if it's dengue. I don't know, but it's like the entire where you get like the white pustules and everything's raw in your throat. My entire fucking body did that.
He showed me pictures too, unsolicited. He was trying to sell me.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that Amanda was really into flaky skin because she's like, oh my god, I wish I weighed as little as a single skin flake.
He's so happy because he's made me laugh because we were fighting before this.
It's true.
Yeah,
I am not going to show a thing on screen, but until
please don't.
until you've had what is effectively like horrific sunburn on your balls, you don't know pain.
Well, I have
I don't know, maybe babies are worse. I don't know.
Have you heard of the sunning community? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
There's like a weird.
I hope that they're
There's a weird
I hope
part of
that's related to the sounding community, though. They just stick a light stick in there.
No, not exactly. It's like this weird internet meme. I don't know if it's a meme. I think some people believe it, where like they actually are like, they're like, you once when you were in the wild, weren't wearing clothes, and so there's parts of your body that's supposed to have sun that don't get sun, and so the whole thing is like, sunbathing, but for their nether regions and their butts. So that's the whole thing. There's like a comedian duo that like go into city halls and pretend like they got kicked out of the local like parks for doing it, and they're like, this is like a part of our like religion. It's kind of wild. But yes, Christian, Crohn's unchecked is brutal. My uncle died from it, but he also didn't ever take care of himself.
Your family.
What?
What is wrong with your family?
Oh, dude, it's bad, man. It's cancer and autoimmune disorders. It's fucked. My grandma died of amyloidosis. It's bad. It's like the whole thing is bad.
All right,
bad genetics.
against modern medicine. Phil's not supposed to be here.
Yeah, I know. Technically shouldn't be here, but yeah,
Phil is an abomination before. Oh damn it! I can't think of his name.
I'm just waiting to
Evolution
like the next
Darwin.
thing, right? Like the next thing. Like this is what you have.
So like it's weird. So I had Crohn's symptoms when I was really young. And I haven't had, I mean, sometimes I get things that feel like flare-ups, but instead of being days long, it's more brief. So I don't know what it is, but
that's your soul trying to escape the demon that's inside of you.
It might be. It feels terrible. It feels like having your inside stabbed with a knife, and you're on the toilet. But
well, where does it happen on your body? Like where's the pain?
Like my lower abdomen, my middle to lower abdomen.
Well, sometimes if it's like in the mid abdomen region, it can be like gallstones.
Oh God.
And
why would you do this?
That will be a very short flare up of not feeling well, sharp pain, and it can radiate, because this is something people don't know. Like evolutionarily, we don't have very good nerve endings in our body cavity. Mm-hmm. So like, because like what evolutionary purpose was there? If something's going wrong internally with you back when we were evolving, you couldn't do anything about it, right? Yeah, you kind of were just like, hey, I kind of don't feel good. Like there's some pressure here or whatever. Like it's not like your skin cells where you have like, I know exactly where something just stabbed me because like, so a lot of times you'll have internal pains and you don't know exactly where it's from. That's why they'll do like a full abdomen scan. But that's one thing they can do it. You'll feel nauseous. And usually you'll have like what'll happen is like the gallstones will move out of the way, and then you'll have like a rush of bile, and then that'll mess your stomach up pretty bad because you have like backed up bile.
Interesting. Well, but it goes away.
Yeah, no, it will, because they move. Okay. So like the stones will move out of blocking the pathway.
Wait, so do the stones go away?
No, the stones are there forever until you get them removed. I have gallstones, so like I know what it's like. It sucks.
Yeah. What?
You're just full of nodules and stones.
I'm falling apart, dude. I'm falling apart. I didn't even know about it until they did the scan. Like, yeah, we just didn't tell you about it last time or whatever, because like your liver is, the part that's like actually bad. Why bother? Why worry you if you're not having like crazy symptoms associated with it? But they literally did like an ultrasound, and they're like, you got to like stand up real quick, and then they see if they move, like if they move out of the way. They find out like if they roll, basically, so they don't not.
Well, I've had like gastric emptying tests and the what's it called, where they put a camera.
Well, did they do an ultrasound of your
an endoscope?
That's it.
Endoscopy.
Yeah,
an endoscopy will not see it. So, yeah.
And what do you think? You just have to go deeper.
If you have to get rid of it, like they remove the whole gallbladder. So like they try to avoid it if all possible.
Okay, now you've got me fucking terrified.
Yeah, you should be afraid.
I actually have a friend who had that problem and has her gallbladder removed, and she's like, the biggest problem at this point is just have really oily shits all the time. It's like, thanks, Rena. I needed to know this.
Wait, I thought you needed a bag if you had your gallbladder removed.
No. Okay. It's just that
colonostomy.
So normally your gallbladder has like a muscle that will like squeeze it out and like release bile from your liver into your stomach.
I'm happy that this is our lunchtime conversation.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I probably shouldn't. I'm also a bit of a, ever since like I went to a doctor once and they're like, everything's fine. I'm like, something's wrong. And they, it literally took 2 years for them to finally listen to me. And then they're like, yeah, something's wrong. After they did a scan, I was like, yeah, well, you should have fucking listened to me. Since then, I'm like more of a, I'll like read into the various things. That way I know like what my risks are for stuff.
What your risks are.
So wait, are
No.
gallstones going to kill me?
No.
I'm
Even
surprised
if you have a
said-
gallstone attack or whatever, like an attack from it, like
Yeah.
it'll just be inflammation there, and then you'll have to go and get a surgery. Like you don't
Ooh.
die from it. Yeah.
Ooh. It's terrible.
Sometimes surgeries are nice.
Yeah, well, the drugs are nice, Kyle. You like the drugs. That's not the same
Well,
thing as surgery.
Nah.
So I've had this argument, right? Like I haven't used any illicit substances for like over a decade, right?
At
But
least a week.
well, no, in a decade. But
That's more than a week, Phil.
when I've gone that is true. When I went and got like a surgery done or like a procedure done, like an endoscopy, like they give you like actual drugs, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, does that count? Like I remember waking up from one of them being like, well, this is what fentanyl feels like. Remember that, right? Like,
Wow.
you
Did you
know?
want to have it again, or
No, I
Okay.
had no urge at all.
okay?
But it was like, it's like this
I did
actually-
not want to be put down, well, like put under, but
Not to be put down. I was against it. They were just coming.
Oh my
They were like, we got to put the old girl down. Put her in the pasture.
can't eat things. I don't know what. No, I didn't want to be put under. Because I didn't want to wake up and be all loopy. It sucks.
Well, it depends. Like there was one thing that they wanted to do to me, which I ultimately said no because I had to be awake for it, and I was like, you can't just like put me under for it. And they're like, no, and I was like, well, fuck that, right? I'm not doing that. Well, like if you have like the tears, you'll know if you're having tears because you're gonna have a serious pain. Like it is not going to be like there's a quick short stabbing pain. It's going to be like, serious bend over in pain, agony.
Is it gonna?
You'll be throwing up. Like you'll
It
know.
doesn't go away.
Yeah, it will not go away if you're having like actual serious like problems with your gallbladder.
Okay, you'll have to understand. I seriously have massive health anxiety. If this is something, that
Oh,
people
me too.
don't
I
know,
get freaked out. I get freaked out when they take my blood pressure. I'm like, oh my
Yes.
god, there's beeping noises near me. And so like when I got the ultrasound done, I was like, can you guys like shut the sounds off on that because I don't want to hear the whoosh, whoosh noise from when they're fucking looking at my heart or whatever.
Yeah. Do
Do you go get checked out though, or do you like run from it? Because I ran.
I'm one
from
of
it
those
for
people who
years.
doesn't want to go because I don't want bad news. It's really bad.
Yeah, you got to stop doing that because like now I'm much more like assertive with the doctors to like be like, this is what I want you to do.
Yeah.
Like even now my
You're
rheumatologist
just like, hey, Doc, how you feel about dinner later?
Well, like I've been better about it lately. Like I went and saw a dermatologist for the first time a few months ago.
Addison got a few letters wrong there. It's
What?
Touch.
What?
She says she touches herself, but she
Oh.
spelled it Triage for some reason.
Right.
Well,
But now you got me worried about my gallbladder ripping and me dying. or
it's not a hard thing to go get checked out. It's literally just an ultrasound of your abdomen. It's like not bad. I have to get one every year, and I have to get an MRI once a year. So it's like, it's better to know. I'm telling you, like when people
understand.
don't, when the doctors don't listen to you, like it was the most frustrating thing for me for like 2 years,
Right.
and it was
The
like,
doctors never listen to you.
well, they didn't,
really
dude. I was
do.
like, something is wrong, and they're like, are you sure it's just not what you're eating? I'm like, I'm telling you, I feel something feels off, and like I'm going through it right now, and they're like not listening to me again. I'm like, something
That
feels
sucks.
off. You should listen to me.
Yeah.
And like the one time they're like, well, there's not much we can do about it now, and I'm like, well, send me to a specialist. Like I'm not fucking around. Send me to a specialist. I'm not trying to, But yeah, that's why I say always push it with a doctor. Don't put it off. I put it off for 2 years after they told me like a really scary procedure they wanted to do, and then ultimately they listened to my second request from when they didn't, and then we got that done, and then it finally gave me like a diagnosis of like what was wrong.
So Addison says that she does her research and tells them what she thinks it is and what tests she need. For their neurosurgeon, for my spine, I was like, okay, here's where it hurts. Here's where the pain is. Here's the treatment that I think makes the most sense based on what I've researched. And the doctor was like, well, based on what I'm seeing on the MRI, it's not quite bad enough for that. And that has these downsides. I think we can just shave your spine a little bit and you're going to be fine. So I was like, oh, good, great, perfect. Just shave my spine.
You sound more religious.
And When he first told me, that was in September, right? And I couldn't get the surgery. And so by the time it was in December, when I could finally get the surgery, because the doctor was like, fuck insurance, just come in. I was at that point just like, please, whatever you must do, I'm dying.
Yeah.
Please, sir, my son, he's very sick. My son is my spine. And, you know, lay there in the bed, and it's tremendous pain. It's awful. And they're like, "How you doing? Is this minimum dose of oxy enough?" It's like, I'm dying.
And they gave you Dilaudid, and then you called me and made funny noises.
I was not trying to make funny noises. I was attempting to speak like an adult, but that was no longer within my abilities.
Basically, didn't care. No, I like specialists more for that reason, because if you know what specialist you want to go to, I feel like they typically take you more seriously because they feel special. They're specialists. We're telling gross health stories, so I feel like I can tell a gross health story too. I went.
You have non-gross health stories?
No, not really. But this is
okay.
A more gross health story. I went to my normal doctor, who basically just writes me prescriptions for things. And I was like, so I have this. I'm not a rash person. I don't really get rashes, but I've got this. I get these bumps at different parts of my body, and they're itchy at night. And I've checked for bed bugs, and they're not bed bugs. I'm pretty sure I have some kind of sugar-like thing going on. And he looks at it, he's like, I can give you some cream for the itching. I don't want cream for the itching. I want to kill the freaking bugs that are living on my skin. And it took me way too long, but I finally got better insurance, made an appointment with a dermatologist. And she's like, yeah, we'll give you some permethrin, and you use it twice. You put it all over your body, and it goes away. And
I just kept telling her to take the horse dewormer. It was like, just go to your local Tractor Supply. They'll give you the horse dewormer.
I was going to. I had ivermectin in my Amazon cart, but I was nervous because of the dosage. And again, this is where the health anxiety, hypochondria kicks in. I was worried about overdosing on ivermectin because you heard the stories during COVID.
Yeah.
And I was like,
see, Dave, you have to remember, she lived in LA for a while, so all of her doctors were just the drug dealers she found in the street.
Yeah. But since I was traumatized by stories about people overdosing on ivermectin, which basically never happens, but I was terrified, and I was like, all I can find are horse-sized doses of ivermectin for an Amanda-sized person. Permethrin, yeah,
which is an extremely small horse.
Yeah, very small horse. But it was funny because on Amazon, some of the reviews were like, I got this from my horse who weighs 125 pounds. And she was really happy with the way that her rash cleared up. So, but yeah, after that one time with the permethrin, you do 2 doses. First one is to clear it, and then the second one is just to make sure that you got it all and didn't have any missing spots. But yeah, it went away, and that's a gross story about my health. Ta-da!
I had perpetual strep throat and ear infections when I was little.
All right, enough medical talk here. We got to talk about something less serious.
Well, now I'm terrified of having all the
roller coasters.
Roller coasters?
Yeah.
I'm thinking more about water slides.
I'm still
if you put a fellow on a roller coaster, he just goes around, around, and around.
I will say, you put me in a roller coaster, and my gallstones will be kind of flipping up and down inside of there.
I love roller coasters.
I did when I was a little kid. We have this park in Pennsylvania that's all really old wooden roller coasters from super long ago. None of them do loops or anything, but it's a kid friendly place. And I remember going there as a little kid, being like, "This is awesome." And it's the only park where they don't charge you entry if you're not riding things. So grandparents can take their kids there, and they only pay for the kids. And it's been a family owned thing forever. And And so we used to go there for like school trips and stuff like that occasionally. But the big loop de loop ones, I liked those when I was younger. Now I think I would get sick.
You do the loop de loop and pull, and Phil pukes right on you.
I think I would. I think I would like suddenly have like massive vertigo and be like, bleh.
Why are you
Would
telling
you
me I have a pill for gallstones? I need the pill for gallstones, evidently. Undiagnosed gallstones. Like, seriously. Y'all make fun of me for not eating it. If I'm hurting, then come on.
Amanda, see, Phil's got gallstones from 30 years of drinking an incredible amount of Mountain Dew.
You
don't drink Mountain Dew, you're
That's
safe.
really funny.
Well, you honestly are probably at like much less likelihood because like what causes it, like what is like more likely to cause it are like fried greasy foods, high fat meats and dairy,
Okay,
like
yeah, that's
carbs,
not a
like a bunch of carbs and sugar.
Sugar.
Well,
that
sometimes
is-
I've eaten bread before.
Yeah, you think so?
The bread
This one
has
time
been
I once ate a piece of
free.
bread.
I've had crackers before.
This one time I ate.
Amanda, that's racist.
This one time I ate 2 carbs. It's like, yeah,
I like
we get
pita
it.
chips, actually. So, like, that's.
Oh, well, now
that's
see, I got tortilla chips. I got tortilla chips like right across the room, and like now I want to eat those. Thanks, Amanda.
You're welcome.
You're destroying Phil's journey.
You're destroying my.
Well,
my
I don't.
lack of anxiety.
I don't have.
Existed anyway.
First off, I don't have $1,300 a month to spend on it, but also mine are like mostly non-symptomatic. Like I'll occasionally have like a weird kind of side stitch pain, and then if I just move around a bunch, it goes away. So it's like there's nothing where it's like a risk to my health currently. But I got 3 of them. I saw them on the MRI.
Gross.
There's 3 of them in there.
Phil's like, we got to get off this medical stuff. Let's talk about my gallstones.
I'm
Well,
really.
no,
I
it
need
was
to
brought
see a
up.
new gastroenterologist now. I'm really nervous.
You got to go to what?
I want to find a new gastroenterologist to check me out for gallstones or something.
No, go to a urologist instead.
You likely do not have it. It's based on your diet. It's like very, very unlikely that you would have it. You eat extremely healthy.
Just my stomach hates me sometimes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's probably more like it.
Your stomach is like, Jesus Christ, my entire point in life is to break things down. You don't even put things in me.
It also could be like a vagal nerve thing, right? Like the fact that you're
yeah.
constantly on edge that can absolutely cause stomach spasms.
Yeah.
One of the things that always helped me with that sort of stuff, like if I'm panicking for like a presentation or something, is
the box breathing.
Magnesium glycinate outside of the pill. Immediately mix it with
You
water.
should have known if it wasn't doing a physical thing.
Yeah.
It had to be drugs.
Yeah. Well, magnesium, it's a mineral, right? I think. I don't know if that counts as a mineral. Definitely does not count as
magnesium is a mineral.
I think like in the medical term it would count as a mineral, but when I'm thinking of like in rocks mineral. But yeah, the magnesium glycinate, it absolutely will completely calm down your like stomach. If you've ever had like the butterflies in your stomach before a presentation, taking like 60 milligrams outside of a pill directly down your throat, like either powder and then drink some water, or like mix it with some water or juice and then drink it, it's like an immediate effect. So like the normal like building of anxiety that you might get from like presenting or something, that's not there.
Got it. Amanda, they can see them with an ultrasound. If they're small enough, they can break them up with an ultrasound too. Oh, wow. That's fancy. I mean,
everything I've heard about this is that they really do not recommend that because the gallbladder is actually a very like fragile organ. So it's not like kidney stones where they can just blast that shit with some sound waves.
Kyle can tell you right now, by the way, I am bombarding him with DMs. Because this conversation is
He's just he's panicking and freaking out.
I could just read, like, I'm making fun of myself right now. Let's see. I'm seriously worried about having this when he's talking about his microbial thing. You don't promise. How do I know? He goes through the symptoms. I'm like, okay, but I can convince myself I feel like that. Did you say it only happens to people with mold problems like sensitivities? Yes. It is super rare even then? Yes. Is my gallbladder going to fall out? No. What about tears? Your tears might fall out of you. Tears. No torn bladder golf.
Well,
and we go on and on.
now I'm just gonna randomly send you pictures of like medical stuff.
I'm really do not. I'm medicated for this shit.
Honestly, it's the one thing that like I get so freaked out anytime.
Yeah.
Although scans, if you do a scan where like you don't have to like really touch me, then
Yeah.
I don't really get freaked out. But the minute like a medical device is touching me, I'm like, I'm not gonna survive this. It could literally be a blood.
You
It's
have
like
to walk on the field and go wheel, 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 wheel while like over his belly. And he's like, yeah,
well,
everything's okay now.
I'm telling you, like if you put like a blood pressure cuff on me, I'm like, I'm not gonna make it. You know, it's like
weirdly, I'm fine with blood draws now because I've had blood drawn like for every day for a very long period of time, multiple times in my life, and so now I'm just desensitized to it.
Well, I will say, my past life probably desensitized me to that too. Blood draws don't bother me at all.
Yeah.
But like something's like electronic near me and beeping freaks me out.
Weird.
You know?
Okay.
Well, I know why. Like my mom had cancer, so it's like I saw
Oh.
her like for 20 some years fighting, in the medical settings with like constant beeps and like people walking by. It's like freaks me out.
Yeah.
And so like I've tried to be like, hey, I probably should like, like you should give me some sort of medicine for when I'm coming in here. And they're like, nope, can't do that. I'm like, all right, well, I'll just be freaked out. Something about mortality, right? Like where you're like worried about, constantly being afraid of dying.
By the way, Kyle saw me typing, and before I even finished typing, he types back, "No bladder tear." He just knows by this point. See, that's what's so good is because like Kyle and I can get into arguments, but eventually one of us is going to be scared that we're dying, and then we're going to need the other person to calm us down.
That's true.
It's a weird kind of codependency.
Well,
the greatest kind of them all.
This isn't good. I got a message from where I work. The human resources talking about background checks. Well, there goes everything.
Oh, this isn't good. I got a message from Keith Thompson saying that his Cajun chicken pasta has labeled him a communist.
Nah. Well, it was Cajun.
Not again.
The bottom of the container says CCP on it.
Well,
yeah,
it's like they know.
I mean, we all knew.
Yeah, it's true.
The Cajun chicken's on him. I'm telling you, those Cajun chickens are smart.
I'm still waiting on the Soros check to come in, and it's kind of frustrating. Like I expected to be living large right now, and I'm living off of a lowly academic wage. Which, talk about how fucked up everything is, like how low academics actually get paid. It's kind of wild. Like if you're not like number one,
you'd have to have value to get paid.
Well, if like the amount of money that comes in to like universities, you'd think that they'd be like, hey, even like even just like a TA or something gets paid like nothing.
What are your TAs paid?
Where I was at when I first
TA, I got like $20K a year.
Where I was at, it was 27 when I started, and when I ended, I was an RA getting paid, I think, 37.
Yeah.
So it's not good, and then that's in like a major city. Trying to live off of that, it's like why everybody lives in like shared apartments or whatever. I was like, I'm gonna do everything I can to avoid that because I don't like people.
Our TAs were at like 11 an hour back in 2010.
See, that's criminal. That's criminal.
I mean,
like, we worked at most we're contracted for 20 hours a week, and then we got paid that amount, which is kind of wild because like if you're an RA, there was no like set amount of time. It was just like your whole life is this, and you're getting paid the same as somebody who's contracted for 20. But the people that are doing TA also had to do their research at the same time. Since
Keith is here, he's not getting the link. Yeah, Keith
went with eat more cabin. About being found out by his cabin chicken pasta. That's what I'm telling you, man. You can't trust the pasta. Now y'all just made me really scared of greasy, carby foods. I'm going to tell you that. Afraid of gallstones.
We
now
made you
I
afraid of them? Liar.
now I really want like some greasy carby food.
Amanda's like, now I'm afraid of this thing that I've always been terrified of.
I was never terrified of greasy carby food.
People walk by with a fucking French dip, and she's like,
I don't like French toast. Actually, it's true. It doesn't, but I don't like that it doesn't taste good.
What?
And especially then people put syrup French toast.
I didn't
Oh, I
say
don't like
French
French
toast.
toast
It's a
either.
French dip.
Oh, I heard French toast. I can't eat French dip because that's got beef, right?
No.
A lot of beef. It's basically
Isn't it?
very
Yeah.
barely cooked beef that's dipped in beef juice.
No.
Yeah,
It's not. You
and
should
it's
try
got
it.
like a big crunchy roll. I can't. I will vomit.
You-
if I
You
eat
say
meat.
that, but
I haven't had meat for most of my life now. My stomach doesn't produce the enzymes anymore.
well,
What did you think?
If you
It would-
give me,
It's been
like,
on standby just in case.
it's been sitting in your gallbladder this whole time.
please give me a hamburger.
That's
now I want to. Now
that's
I
why
want a
you put
burger.
the stomach pains.
See, that's why the non-aggression shit's so frustrating to me. Is like I'm so committed. Honestly, I'm a vegetarian because of my libertarianism. I
Same.
consider raising
I'm also a
animals for me to
vegetarian
contribute
because of
to-
her libertarianism.
I never tried to talk you into being a vegetarian.
She did
either.
not. She
I
did tell me I was a
didn't.
monster for not being a vegetarian, but those are different things.
I asked you. No. Now we have to give the context because it's true. But
See, I was called a monster for being like, we might have to shoot this one animal
You're
that
a
wants to
monster
attack
because
me.
You're a human being, Phil. You're just a terrible person.
Well, that's true. But,
Um,
like, undeniably true. But I remember being like, I'm going
You're
to
a monster
defend.
because you're not enough of a communist.
I
is
may have to
why,
defend myself
so
against this
flip
giant
it.
black bear
That's very serious.
that it wants
Yeah.
to charge at me.
Yeah, well, that's racist. So you're a bear racist. That's right.
Well, we only have black bears
I-
here.
I-
We don't have any like.
I myself against a giant blackberry one time. It's huge.
we don't have
I just squish it out of the way.
porcupines are
Uh,
naturally greasy.
They are. They are. But so Kyle was telling me that he felt guilty about eating meat and how like he'd always wanted to be a vegetarian, but like just couldn't because he always went back to eating meat. And so he said, I don't know what to do.
That is not quite what I
You're
said.
calling-
What I
so
said is
Kyle-
the vegetables are fucking disgusting,
Kyle's a
and
quitter.
so I had
No.
nothing to eat other than meat.
Which was also untrue that you had things to eat other than meat, and I told you about them.
Mhm.
Then I said, well, do you want me to just tell you that you're a terrible person for eating meat because you are?
Yeah, I accept that. You can. I am an evil individual. I will eat meat
Yeah.
till the day I die, which
Yeah.
is probably like not that long from now. So like
Because
because of the meat, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And now I want a burger.
I don't normally eat imitation meat either because to me it tastes weird, but Kyle being new to vegetarianism does, and so like he has been recommending various meat substitutes to me now, and some of them don't suck. If they taste too much like meat, it's really creepy and I don't like it.
The Impossible chicken nuggets are
Mhm.
fucking fabulous for what they are. I'm
Like,
very
don't lie.
surprised.
Don't lie to the people. Don't
remember.
like plant goo mixed together will never be as good as
I like
Animal
the.
goo.
I have come. I don't eat them very often, but I do enjoy the daring products.
Mhm.
The daring chicken. But again, it feels weird to me
It's
to eat something that's
terrible.
trying to be something that's dead. It's just strange. Terrible.
I mean, in an ideal world, they're going to allow me to, print meat that doesn't come directly from an animal, and then I'm going to eat meat again. But until then,
Yeah. I would do that with humans. I would have lab grown human meat just to see what I tasted like. I would eat
we're going to be
myself.
like, okay, look, I need you to stab me, take some of my cells, and grow an extra me, and I'm going to eat it. And that's how she intends
would
to do this
weird
show
about-
for back rooms, bring it all the way back around.
See, this sounds
I would-
horrifying.
I would feel less weird about eating meat made from me than I would about eating like lab grown meat made from Kyle.
Me too.
Well, are you kidding me? Kyle would have incredible marbling.
I would be a
You'd be
marbly boy.
biting into anatomy being like, this is stringy as fuck. What is this? This is
Yeah.
terrible and dry and cold.
You get a piece of meat, and it's gonna be like, look at the fat cap on that piece of meat there. That is delicious.
There's literally no meat. You made a lab grown bone.
Just bone and sinew. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Well, now I need to get food, and I'm like, now that all of this meat talk makes me want to get barbecue. Like I want to get brisket.
Ugh.
Yeah, some
Did you say brisket? Like
brisket.
Brisket.
You have to remember that he's up in Philadelphia, so they don't even have good meat.
Actually, there's two incredible barbecue places in Philly. One's called Feta Sal, and the other one is called Deek's Barbecue. If you're in Philadelphia, it's like world-class barbecue. Very good.
They've got cheesesteaks because of the fact that their meat sucks, so they had to cover it in cheese and sauce and bread. You go to Texas, and it's like, hey, I would like a piece of meat. And they're like, here is a cooked piece of meat. And it's amazing. And then you go to Philadelphia, and they're like, look, we can't serve that to you. You would die. Here it is as part of something else. We wrapped it in mashed potatoes, wrapped it in dough, and deep fried it. It's okay now. It's called a pierogi. It goes with our cheesesteak.
Just means pie.
I promise you that you're not like, hey, I'd like a blueberry pierogi.
I mean, I would literally be saying I'd like a blueberry pie.
See, this is my biggest.
Actually, technically, I'd be saying I'd like blueberry pies, but
my biggest problem is that like if I'm gonna order barbecue, it's gonna be like $100 worth of barbecue.
The
why?
Last time that I ate like a serious amount of meat was in Texas, and a single lunch. It was beef ribs, and it was $75 for a plate, which was absurd.
You guys are so weird.
I mean, I'm not anymore. I was.
See, I might have to call this 2 hour lunch hour short. I'm getting all excited and antsy about some fucking meat right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting pretty stoked about eating some barbecue.
Just remember, that animal was alive.
Oh, I'm fine with it.
He was making a choice.
I'm perfectly fine with it.
It's not any different than just stabbing an animal.
Phil, I believe that you're a terrible person.
I've accepted it.
Yeah.
I will.
Look, if you think about it, you've met cows.
Mm-hmm.
Are you telling me you've met a cow dumber than Bryce Tone? I haven't.
Oh my gosh.
I wouldn't need as a person.
That's way to think about it.
Well,
thereby, all cows must also be sacred.
Me and you have different opinions on that, so you know.
You heard it first. Phil's gonna put Bryce down, cook him up.
No, but I will say I am. You know, I do usually go out of my way to try to find like, you know, cows that have been treated
There's
well.
no such thing as like humanely.
Oh yeah, But you could kill me in a very humane way, or you could kill me in a
if you consented. Way. If you consented.
Well, they did that when they were so delicious.
They don't consent by being delicious.
Well, I'm telling you, that's
like as a woman, I could fucking tell.
That's how it is. Bold of you to assume that you're delicious.
Oh my god!
But I like we have a farm here, like an organic farm. We don't have like, you know, anything like that. We do everything we can to avoid any sort of like shooting of animals. So like we have traps out, we have all that stuff. So we go out of our way. But you know, for sustenance, I'm still gonna be eating meat. I basically only eat meat.
Yeah, that's why you're like a terrible person.
Oh, I've accepted it.
Yeah.
I sleep soundly at night over me eating meat.
Yeah.
You know.
I know. I told you you're a terrible person.
And so like this is how we know that like Amanda has some of the worst traits possible, right? Because she's both a libertarian and a vegan, right?
I'm a vegetarian, I'm not a vegan. Although the more I think about it, the more I think that I should probably be a vegan, and my lack of veganism is just no. I'm serious. Like how is it not exploitative to?
Again, you're gonna be filter feeding and photosynthesizing soon. You're like, actually, that's the only way.
Exploitative to milk a cow, because if they're not milked, they die.
Well, you're smarter than that, Kyle. You know,
yes, you can abstract it and say, well, the cow wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the milk industry.
Well, no, it's not that. It's they basically forcefully inseminate them or do something to change their hormones to keep them in a constant milk-producing state.
Producing milk. Now, to be fair, I buy only yogurt where like they have the cows that are raised humanely, not for meat, and not in such a way that they are fed hormones to keep them producing milk. But it still feels like the principle of the thing, you know?
You're out there being like,
It
you can't
feels
steal
off.
the honey from them bees.
Yeah.
Like I'm sorry, man. Like I think the rational
I mean,
the
that's why I
rational
don't eat
human
almonds.
mind has higher value than basically
I mean, I
everything
don't.
else on this planet.
No, I don't. I don't know how that could be proved, but that's also why I don't eat almonds, because of the people are going to laugh at this. This is what people are going to be clipping. This is what the Mises Caucus is going to share now. But
This is
the
what they should be
exploitation.
Well, this is the thing where
but-
people could actually have real criticisms of you. You know.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. I'm like, you want dirt on me? There's dirt on me. I don't eat almonds because of how they treat the bees. But see, if you
She
clip
doesn't.
that,
She's lying.
then
She doesn't eat almonds because she wants to be an almond mom, and so she needs the
that
almond
doesn't
moms
make
to
sense.
exist, and they grow
Almond
from the
moms-
almonds. That's the second stage of
That's
life. The
not how it
almond
works.
stage is the pupa stage.
Well, Amanda
Okay.
can't
Then grow
asexually
into a-
reproduce and split into two, so I don't think she's gonna have any
That's what
children
you think.
anytime soon.
That's what you fucking
Just
think.
Amanda just blobs out another version of
yeah.
herself on the side.
Exactly. And then I eat it for meat.
Yeah.
But no, but see,
It's so gross.
if they were to clip me talking about how I don't even eat almonds because of the cruelty to the bees, that would fly in the face of what they assert I feel about aggression in the state. So they can't have both. They have to pick.
No,
and
they would just
chose
go the
one.
other direction. They'd say, she believes in murdering babies and killing people, but she doesn't do it to the animals because she thinks we're worse than the animals. She thinks almonds have more value than humans. That's your
I think
vice
they chose
chair.
wrong. They chose wrong because there's so much more dirt on the fact that I'm a vegetarian.
Oh yeah, and this is the stuff that I
Then-
agree with that those
yeah,
criticisms on.
Exactly.
I'm like, geez.
Like if they were clipping my rant on how farming animals is innately exploitative, then they'd actually have something, you know.
and
yeah.
I would
Yeah.
co-sign that criticism, you know.
Yeah.
And now
Um,
I need to start raising chickens.
But see, now they have clipped that. And they're going to say, if you're a farmer in the Libertarian
Well,
Party, you shouldn't vote for Amanda because somehow Amanda being vice chair is going to threaten your livelihood as a farmer.
Well, I will say,
That's,
you know, they have some dirt
Yeah.
on you, but I just recently said that, like, you know, some pretty
They
bad
don't.
things about Bryce. So, you know,
yeah.
and like I said, I'm getting hungrier the more we talk about this suffering of these animals.
I mean, I'm trying to talk about veganism so you become less hungry.
It's not working. It's
But,
making me hungrier. And this is why all of those people that go out there and like try to shame people.
It's also
into not
why I
eating
don't
meat-
eat honey, by the way. So I mean, it's really basically just down to the yogurt now.
Yeah, that's all you. That and
I mean-
dust from the air. You know?
So I feel that I need to reconcile my my yogurt eating somehow, because again, like I only eat yogurt
Did you
where
know
they
plants
don't
scream when
mistreat
you
the
when you
animals.
harvest them?
They don't, though. We've been through this.
scream.
That's not actually a thing. They don't
They
scream.
scream.
No, there is something that
Phil's plants scream because he chemically engineered them to.
yes, that's
They
right.
also
Phil
glow in the
likes to
dark.
hear.
But
That's why Phil doesn't eat vegetables. It's like they don't scream
yeah,
enough.
and I've
so-
been trying to work on this problem that they don't scream enough.
Yeah,
They do scream a
yeah.
little bit though. They throw out some defense chemicals. They scream like, "Oh my
They're
god!"
not- that's
They
not a
tell all of
scream.
their neighboring friends, "Save
That's
yourselves!
not conscious.
Save
Although, once again-
yourselves!"
Once again, the Mises Caucus needs to clip this because I don't eat mushrooms, because I can't quite be sure that they don't have some degree of
They
consciousness.
definitely do not have some degree of consciousness.
You don't know
They
that.
play
They
music.
talk to each
They
Yeah,
do
they
not
play
play
music.
music.
They
They
do play
do.
music. If you hook them up to things, they play music.
You're talking about when they get put on like a hot surface and then they whistle.
Yes.
That is
Yes.
a byproduct
No,
of,
no, no,
of boiling gases.
It's no. It's if you take electrodes and hook them up to the mushrooms, they can play music.
Yeah, that is not them playing music. That's electricity.
That is.
You can do the same
No, it's-
thing with any sort of object. You can make it out of like plastic gel and do the same thing. So no, that is not
But
that is not a
mushrooms-
sign of
mushrooms
consciousness.
will coordinate their growth.
Yeah, so
and
will
their
plants.
movements. They will. Not the same. Mushrooms
Absolutely.
have like neural
Plants will co-entwine their roots
mushrooms.
to ensure that they have a less likelihood of being ripped out when they're kind of being munched on by animals walking by. So like there is broad coordination between plants.
Mushrooms have neural networks, or they have things that look like neural networks. And I'm not comfortable eating them, and you're mocking
It's
me
not a
for
neural
not being
network.
comfortable eating something. Yeah,
I mean, it's literally an electrochemical pathway that's
yeah.
not.
What do you
Thank
think
you.
exists in plants? No, the same thing exists in plants in the interior, like
it
a
does
tree.
not.
That they know. Oh, there's a damaged portion up here. We must send certain chemicals from the other cells here. They all communicate with one another. People don't understand that. Like your genetic components, like you have this 50% of the same genes that are in a plant.
I have like 90% of the same genes as a banana. I don't eat those either. They're way too sugary.
Well, I'm just saying this idea that like there's this, some going to be like some concrete, like this is acceptable to eat and this is not morally acceptable to eat. Like it's a dangerous game where eventually like you're only just
I honestly
synthesizing
think
your own
we
sugar.
should be a lab growing all of
We're
our
just going to
food.
synthesize sugar and that's all we're going to eat. We're going to synthesize fats
That's
and
my
that's what
most
we're all going to
radical
eat.
position.
But well, there's a company that literally takes plastic and breaks it down and converts it into fats. Like they basically, you can have plastic made butter, so you don't have to have cow butter anymore.
want butter.
You can just have plastic butter.
That doesn't appeal to me because I don't like butter.
Well, you can do it for all kinds of fats too.
I was talking to Kyle this morning though. I do like cream cheese, which he apparently hates. He's like,
I hate cream cheese. It's just not as good as peanut butter or jelly or butter.
Of all like the bread toppings, if you were forced to have a bread topping, if I was forced to have bread and a topping on my bread, it would definitely be cream cheese.
For me, it'd be bacon.
That's not a topping. I'm talking about like butter, margarine,
He means like a
peanut
spread.
butter.
All right,
jelly,
then
cream
strawberry
cheese.
jelly and bacon. Those two things together.
That's bacon's not a
They do in fact make bacon
Ground-
jam.
Yeah, bacon and strawberry jelly
I know they do.
ground together into a spread. That's what I would want.
That's not one of the choices. That wasn't the choice.
You live
that
in a
had.
constrained world.
I mean, I'm telling you that this is a situation that presumes
Well,
constraint.
I'm breaking out of the
presuming
matrix,
that I'm
right?
being
I'm breaking
forced
out of the
to have
bacon-free
a bread
matrix.
with a topping.
This is a bacon-free matrix, and I don't consent to it.
Yeah. Well, you're in the
Well,
matrix, so I don't know what to tell you.
You know, I'm just saying, BLTs are
Oh
absolutely.
God, Phil's going red pill on us.
Bacon's not a topping. It's not like, again, presuming a situation where someone's like, you got to have a bread and a,
yeah. I want ground up bacon and jelly in one thing. That's the spread.
it's just going to be the jelly, but thank you for participating. Evidently, Kyle said jam, and then he had to explain to me the difference between jam and
Oh,
jelly.
you don't know the difference?
Because apparently there is one. Well, I think it has to do with
Well, no,
spelling.
I actually think it has to do with the fact that
gosh.
one has a neural network and the other one doesn't have a neural network.
It's to do with number of syllables. Jam has one syllable and jelly has two.
Well,
Yeah.
I explained it based on the sugar content and
You
things.
explained it in a southern accent to make it sound more
Well, did he
legitimate.
That's
Yeah.
true too.
Yeah.
I
that
actually
is
have
the
a
one thing
southern
we
accent.
don't like.
People aren't aware.
That
but
is the thing we don't like about you, the fact that you're Southern. You know,
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
we took a poll
But
on
at the end of the day, the short of it is that jellies are made from juices and jams are made for crushed or ground fruit.
I don't think you told me that.
I didn't mention that this morning. That's why I was explaining it.
Yeah, see, that's just
It's-
a bacon
Well-
sandwich, right? He knows. Your son knows ball, right? The correct topping
I
is
eat
bacon.
BLTs. I like BLTs without bacon, tomato, or bread.
You know Ron Swanson, he's kind of like me, but you know, he works for the government and I choose not to.
Choosing to work.
Yeah, he works for local government, you know the show, Parks and Recreation.
I mean, the only
I do
way
know
the only way for him to get his money back from the government is to work for them.
I will
How am I pushing it? This has been tame.
well,
This has been incredibly tame. I am so averse to fraud and coercion that I don't eat meat.
well,
Literally, my
and
vegetarianism
all of this
is born-
vegetarianism talk is just making me so hungry. It is so crazy. It's
Wouldn't you just bite into your own
I've
arm?
thought about it. I'm getting super hungry. Last thing I ate was like yesterday at
Crunch,
like
crunch.
7:00. Preserves. What do they make?
The wilderness.
So,
Preserves are made for the
we
wilderness.
talked about
Oh gosh,
we've-
This actually-
we talked about Jimothy last week, but Jimothy's coming up again.
Oh,
My
Jimothy's
my
bad.
boss apparently lives 15 minutes from where Jimothy is.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
And so
Oh, no.
it's apparently like a thing. They had a fucking art festival dedicated to Jimothy where people had brought like
Timothy just sounds like something that Phil himself conjured into existence from
Yep.
his weird
I will say I did
consciousness. Yeah.
dream of a oddly shaped / disabled or differently abled raccoon, and that dream came to reality. And so like
Yeah.
I do feel a little bit responsible for it, you know.
I feel like Phil created
Yeah,
Timothy.
it was for sure a dream that I had of this differently abled.
No, I think you did it.
Well, no,
like
no,
IRL.
I definitely did not do anything IRL. I manifested it, if you will, in a dream of this differently abled raccoon that is now inspiring and healing divides in America.
How is it healing divides? It can't even.
Because he's our new God King Mongol. He's finally replaced Phil.
Because he is like a
Goodness.
spirit animal for like both left and right now. And like people are agreeing on that in the same way that, like people
see he's still very young, basically a child, so the Republicans like him, and he's disabled, so the Democrats like him.
Well, I will say like it's like flock cameras, right? Like there's like a complete and utter like there's both sides are like fuck this, you know, and the only people that are like not calling it out are like weirdos that are like it saves lives to be in a jail cell all the time. Or people that are getting directly paid by Flock, which I think there is actually a like concerted effort online.
See, this is when it's going to break your heart when you learn that Jimothy is a psyop to distract from the Flock cameras going out there.
Oh my god!
No, Jimothy is a Flock camera.
I fucking fell for it.
Yeah, you're looking at Jimothy and saying like, "Oh, it's so cute," and then the Flock camera goes
I fell
up.
for it. Well,
yeah, just like Hillary Duff.
Well, she wasn't a psyop.
She was a psyop. She's absolutely psyop.
No, she was. You know,
yeah.
her and Topanga Lawrence, right? The one that paid Topanga.
Oh seriously? Yeah. You're a Topanga guy?
Oh yeah.
Of course you were. Of course you were.
Oh yeah.
No one in that show is attractive.
That's the only correct answer for that show.
I thought Sean was kind of cute. Sean was pretty cute.
The correct
on
answer is surely Topanga.
No, yeah. Topanga. I mean, again, I know because you're a tit man.
Well, I think she was a child in that show, so not necessarily. But when I was a little kid, it was like, oh, young girl that's also my age, you know.
That's all it had to be?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's just how it works when you're little.
I know that's not correct because if you'd seen me as a child, you would not have been excited.
Well, I am not attracted to sticks or stick bugs. So
it is true that Topanga is the exact opposite of a stick bug.
Yes, exactly.
That's not very nice.
No, it is definitely. It's definitely nice.
She's a bug stick.
No, thank you.
The opposite of stick bug.
See, this is she was not annoying. Okay.
When she backs up, there's beeping sounds.
She loved Corey.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
We're just gonna body shame.
No, that's not body shaming.
I don't know. I don't know her real name.
Fish something.
I don't know her real name at all.
Fish.
So all I know her as is Topanga from Boy Meets World.
Fish.
I think they did remake that show as her as an adult, right?
I don't know if they consider it a remake. It's they just
it's like a
Girl Meets World as their child. Yeah.
The other one that they did a recent sequel of, which was kind of really bad, was that 70s show. Yeah, it's not good.
They've tried that twice.
Oh, they did like that 90s show or something like that. And it's like it's like over the top, like I don't know how to explain it, but it's very over the top and kind of ridiculous. Whereas like the first one was kind of like lighthearted and ridiculous, but not over the top. It
basically started at like the final season level of ridiculous of that 70s show. Because that 70s show got to the point where it was absurd too.
Well, it was so cheesy at the end too. Yeah, like they had gotten they basically were like keeping the same bits over and over again. By the time it came to the end, it was like, this sucks. And also, Danny Masterson was a rapist. So, like, you know, like I think the feeling around the show kind of changed when that all became like apparent.
And
that's why he's not in the new show.
The sister died.
I didn't know that. I don't remember it that well. You have too good of a memory for a TV show. When I put on a TV show,
the actress that played Lori, whatever her name was, the sister. Yeah,
but not in the show. Or did they make her die in the show too?
I think she went away to like college or some shit again in the show. But no, she died.
That sucks.
Yeah. She wasn't that old. Really sucks.
Man, so we're gonna have to keep this at 2 hours today because I am going to get some food. You guys can keep going if you need to.
Goodness.
Shitty sequels, Old Grumpy Red, Unafraid to Kick Your Ass. Yeah, it definitely was not good. What else? What other sequels from like the '90s era did they bring back that has been shit?
They tried to make an
Didn't they do,
American
like,
version of the
Rugrats,
IT
All Grown Up
crowd.
or whatever? Was that
Yeah.
good or bad? I
All
don't
Grown. It was not the same as Rugrats, but it was, you know, it was certainly a TV show that existed. That's 20 years ago.
You said shows from the 90s.
That they remade is what he
Yeah,
said.
they remade it 20 years ago.
Oh my god.
Not wrong. That's not the 90s. I can count. I'm very good at counting. Phil, what are you clicking on? Phil's doing
keyboard.
grocery shopping. He's clicking so
Well,
quickly.
no, I was going back to writing, and then I realized I probably shouldn't do that once I'm here. But
Yeah,
I,
no, you
I have
probably
a bunch-
shouldn't. You should devote
I have a
all
bu-
your
I've-
time to me.
I have a bunch of writing I need to get done. And,
Yeah. I can do it.
Well, no, I've been struggling with how to say like
All
some of
the
this
time.
stuff.
You're writing
Like-
a grant for the almond mice, right?
No, it's not a grant. It's writing up a research article.
Yeah,
So
for
it's,
the almond mice.
No.
Please
No,
give me
definitely
almond
not.
mice. I need some slightly underweight mice to experiment with using Rita.
Yeah.
That you can say that. You
Yeah,
can
I
use-
will say that. Like,
Oh my god. Reason has fallen.
What do you mean? What
do you
happened?
mean?
Reason has posted about an article that is literally what Seattle politicians can learn from Jimothy.
Oh no, I like this.
It's
I'm gonna reshare that.
Amanda is gonna and it's from Billy Binion. So all of Amanda's love for Reason is gone.
It's not true. That's not true.
She's sending her hit squad
No,
after
I'm
Billy
not sending
right
any
now.
hit squad after Billy at all.
I think you need to leave Jimothy alone. He is a national treasure.
I didn't say anything about Jimothy.
Well, I'm just saying you better watch yourself.
I mean, you did specifically say that if he was made ruler of the world, he'd be a tyrant. We had to kill him. So
Wait, who?
That
Jimothy.
was
Jimothy was?
no, that was not me.
No, Jimothy.
Mhm.
Jimothy
No,
is
that was Rose.
is the
We're the
perfect
same person.
human soul is in Jimothy,
That's not even.
and
that's
and he will forgive us of our sins.
Jimothy does not have that capability.
I don't think you've seen the pictures of him in a Pope outfit, and they
yes,
exist.
it's true.
And
That's
so, like,
generated by a
I
machine.
think that if there was ever to be a central planner, because
Uh-huh.
I don't agree in the idea of
Yeah.
central planners like you
Right, like I do.
Trotskyist.
Yeah.
Um,
For those who were questioning the art, here you go. Here's a link directly to it from the Washington Post showing the art of Seattle being excited about Jimothy.
well,
Shit pics? Okay, we can do this.
I-
Also, Derek, when are you coming on?
Derek,
We
come
want
here.
to interview.
Yeah. Derek, you got to come on here.
wait. Does he know a lot about Jimothy? Is that why we're bringing him on?
Derek is really
Oh
cool.
my God! Look at the stuffed animal of Jimothy. I need that, by
I'm
the way.
looking at the
If
stuffed
you-
animal Jimothy.
If you wanted me to eat one less cow product a month, you would buy me one of those.
Okay, I'll buy you Jimothy stuffed
I'll buy
animal.
that.
Yeah.
So instead of eating meat 3 times a day, it will now be one of the days I'll only eat it twice.
You know what? It's a small step. If I get you multiple Jimothy stuffed animals, will you do that like
No.
multiple times?
You can only have so many
I got you
Jimithys
like
before.
90 Jimothys.
No, not enough.
What? But that's literally.
Oh my
how
God! Look at that one on a stick. That one on a stick was goated, by the way.
See,
That one
now
up
you
there,
like
paper
things
mache
on
one.
sticks.
Okay.
Okay, that's
That was
fine.
you see that paper? Oh my God! See, this is
He's
incredible.
He's always liked things on sticks. He's a big fan of fish sticks and corn
This-
dogs.
I actually hate fish sticks, but I don't eat any fish. Anything that swims in its own feces, no, thank you.
Bad news about where cows live.
Well, I will say that
We'll
now
definitely reach out, Derek.
we need to throw our own LPA Jimothy conference
Do
of
we?
sorts.
I don't think we do. I don't.
You
think
know,
we do.
you always ruin everything. You know, I think
I
I legitimately
don't,
this would be the thing that would really have real solidarity among the libertarian crowd is this idea of Jimothy being the only thing that could be a central planner. You're putting
Is
audio on?
this
Don't put
idea that
audio on.
Jimothy has to destroy the Space Needle?
Yeah, it's the only way that we can centrally plan things. If he destroys that Space Needle,
I'm honestly surprised that this is not Phil's favorite thing that's been there, because there are boobs, there's the destruction of a monument,
Okay,
and
you can't call
Jimothy.
those boobs and say that I don't have boobs.
You can't call those boobs and what?
Say that I don't have boobs.
look at Jimothy. Look at that heart around him. I'm quite enamored with Jimothy. I think
Yeah, I'm convinced that Amanda doesn't know how to see her own body, because like if you see this is a curve, and
But
this
she's wearing a
this
dress.
straight line is not what I was referring to.
Yeah, no, but she's
This
wearing
is
a
your
dress.
shape.
My chest
This
is
is
in
her
fact wider than my
shape.
waist. My chest is wider.
all
than
right,
my waist.
enough. Stop doing outlines around this poor woman's boobs on screen. That's not nice. But
Yeah, see, it's
But this one's.
no, don't do that either. That's not okay. leave this nice woman alone.
but
You
we
know
can
she's a
objectify
kind soul
Timothy's
because she has
body.
How about
Timothy's-
this one?
No,
Why is everyone here a woman and we only see their boob? What is this? Washington
Because
Post, be
Timothy
better.
is a feminine phenomenon. That's exactly what I.
well, so
Phenomenon.
I'm saying Jimothy is a differently abled icon. Okay, and you see
I
him
think they
moving.
just drew a fucking potato and put a face on it for this one.
Yeah, and that's
Tom
beautiful.
Queer, I don't know where you're at, but someone drew art of you.
You're like breaking up in your mic when you talk really loud. By the way,
Yeah,
it's
like
it's
a lot of
hitting
gain on your
popping
mic.
sound.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's just that you get really close to it and get really loud because you're excited about Jimothy in the same way that I am.
It's,
And I
it's-
know that's how I know you have a
Wall
good
you
soul.
never.
It's
What?
but you can see that they just drew a potato here and put a face on it.
Yeah.
And so what I'm
that's
saying is
beautiful.
that I don't know where he is right now, but Tom Queter would be proud. He's a big
Well-
fan of being a potato with a face
Well,
on
I'm
it.
telling you, like my
He's-
old,
you know, he
differently
should
abled
adopt
icon
Timothy.
was Tom, and now my new differently abled icon is Jimothy.
That's gonna be really
I'm
sad.
100% sure that if we can get Jimothy to ride in Tom's lap and do one lap around
Well,
Seattle,
that's world peace. That's world
everything,
peace.
yeah.
Yeah.
We get
I
enough
actually-
money that
can
the
we
MIF is
contact Tom
paid for
about this?
forever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
No,
that's a
it's-
fair thing.
Really like
I'll give him a call.
yeah.
What's funny is that like
Tom will do one lap of Seattle for every like $10,000 donated.
see, I saw
With
like
Timothy in his lap.
there was a video where
Yep.
it was like a clip of Jimothy standing there in like USSR garb and like
gosh.
the
Comrade Timothy.
Finally, you've made him something Amanda likes.
yeah, it was really funny. It was it was like
Soyuz
yeah, that's literally what's going on in the
You have a
background.
pop filter and echo cancellation. They kept going on that I was too quiet, and so
He
I
was too
cranked the
quiet.
fucking gain up.
He was too quiet.
Yeah, judge him, Subversive Pod. Judge
You
him.
should.
Judge him for his
Yeah.
failures and popping
Yeah.
loud noises. I
Yeah.
think it's just he gets too excited when things like Jimothy comes up or eating
Or
human
when
meat
he
for
gets
some
to
reason, which
make
is really
fun
weird.
of me.
Well, no, that's just like a duty. There's no joy in that. It's just we've been instructed by the Lord Jimothy himself.
By Timothy.
That-
Timothy
that we-
came to you and said you must mock Amanda
Yes,
for
and
being a
so
stick bug.
and we are faithful, devout
Uh-huh.
followers of Jimothy.
Uh-huh.
Bill, there's your profile picture right there.
What Jimothy?
Yeah.
Put Jimothy on my profile here.
Yeah, there we go.
No, I would never pretend to represent.
You don't have
that.
to. You don't use a real
Well, no,
Jimothy.
Yeah,
You just
No.
take the Jimothy on a stick.
I
use your
feel like
profile
that's
picture.
iconoclastic there. Yeah.
No, I see. I have too much respect for Jimothy. I would never try to sully his name by me representing him as that.
Ouch. No, that one's mean. That one's mean, Subversive.
Being
Like-
The real question here is why is Jimothy, throwing up a Roman salute? That's the.
Well, I told you it is crossing all political divides. So we had one for the USSR, and now we have one for the Zoomerwaffen.
I
The
mean, there's
Zoomerwaffen,
really no
Jimothy.
difference between the red fascists and the fascists.
Oh, of course not. I
Yeah.
will say there is this one guy that I think he's trying to do thirst traps, and for some reason he keeps showing up in my.
Timothy?
No. This is we've moved past this. We're talking about evil now. We're not talking about Jimothy. And it's this guy, and he's like a full blown tanky, and he just sits there and he's like, yeah, so full blown talking about we have to have a dictatorship of the proletariat and
Is this Hassan Piker? Is this?
well, no. This is much smaller, but it's he's trying to do thirst traps on Facebook Reels, and it's
I mean,
dude,
that is what Hassan Piker does.
your people will surely kill all the actual anarchists that would keep a world
yes.
free of hierarchy. So
They
you can get
Chad
fucked,
guessed
you
that.
tanky piece of shit. But that's what's been showing up recently, and I bet you he likes Jimothy as well, and so I think him and then also like a Nick Fuentes probably also really likes Jimothy. So, two sides of the same thing.
I mean, I don't see a difference between Nick Fuentes and a red fashy thirst trap.
Well, yeah, me neither. That's what I'm saying. And they both like Jimothy.
What?
Jimothy may bring world peace.
What?
Someone has designed a 3D printable flock sock, where it's just a flock camera cover that you put on the end of a
Stick.
put up there, pop over it, good to go. Walk away.
Well, there's this guy that's like, I'm pretty sure he's like a little bit autistic, but he runs a channel called No Mark, and like he's kind of like super anti industry, anti Koch brothers, like because like, I guess he lives nearby, like one of the plants where it poisons or whatever. And he makes videos of him going out and just like putting stickers on the screen. So he's like not bashing them. He just goes up there and puts a sticker on it and blocks out the camera.
Nice.
And so that way, like, I think he's done something like 50 of them or something so far. And yeah, so like, you know, we need to empower more autistic people with stickers.
What, Jimothy stickers? We put little Jimothys.
Oh my god, a Jimothy on the flock. Oh my god.
I just created a monster.
Well, now I gotta go design a Jimothy, like smashing
Jimothy
a flock.
sticker, yeah.
Smashing a flock camera on a round sticker that's like perfectly designed for a flock camera.
You should do that, and then we should sell them on the LPA store.
Well, I'm not a good artist. This is the real problem. If I had like a full-time artist.
Canva.
Well, no, even then, you know, you need to make it look like it's smashing.
Man over here. Just use Canva.
Like you think it's that easy. Every single one I've ever made has been in Canva, like the
Izzy
Alley one.
Fine.
Well, it's harder when you want like more complicated designs. Like then you kind of need to hire somebody.
Then get
like
James to do it.
My idea for like the flock camera one for the t-shirt design, I want that done so bad. Like I almost went on, I'm like on Fiverr asking people like, hey, you know, because I'm fine with like employing somebody halfway around the world for like $20.
Yeah,
like, that's like you know what I mean, like
the American way.
Yeah. Well, yes, exactly. It is the American way, and I support it because their labor is equally as valuable, but for cheaper. So.
Oh my gosh! I won't even say that. Okay, just clip that. Why don't you? Actually, no. I feel like MC likes that, so never mind.
Well, again, I don't want any restrictions, man. Like if you do something cool and you're over there and you're willing to get less money, then the people over here that are doing cool stuff would have to reconcile the fact that they're not getting paid because there's other people there, and they got to recognize that their labor is not as valuable as they thought it was. That the big state, United States, protecting their labor is a farce, and that your value is actually much less than what it is artificially currently now. But that's, you know, that's a little bit deep theory on that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, can we get back to something beautiful again, like Jimothy? I think.
Have you seen the dog?
Well, no. Dog? Well, there's a dog that has the same disorder. Yes. Like there's a bunch of them, and they're also kind of adorable. Well, yes. But what I'm saying is
Ellie is the.
Do you know how we were making? You know, there's people that were like, "Hey, the." I may be dropping some banger quotes. The idea of like the chicken on the stick icon for the LP is kind of bad. I think it needs to be that Jimothy on a stick icon.
Please no Jimothy on a stick. Oh my gosh. Oh no.
I think we got to bring back Tanstaffel because there ain't no such thing as no free lunches.
What was going on in the 70s?
It was. I run into boomers sometime on Facebook that have that as like their profile picture, and I'm just like, oh my god,
Tanstaffel. Or they're like, that's going to start conversations. People are going to be like, what does Tanstaffel mean? I don't know if that was at the pitch meeting or what. I don't know.
There was a lot of drugs in the 70s.
Yeah,
like this is one of the ways that you know that no matter how many times people are like David Nolan, Rothbard, it's like they were both there and they both thought Tanstaffel was a good idea. Like, I don't know what to tell you. They're not perfect, guys. They're human.
These are men, not gods.
It is kind of frustrating when people are like, this is what libertarianism is, and then it's like they just have one thing, and it's like, no, man, no, it's not. There are overarching principles.
I mean, what it is a noun.
Phil, you should do a live stream explaining your thoughts on Tanstaffel so that everyone knows.
You think so? You think I should just bitch about it for like a while?
Well, libertarians are rightly concerned, Phil, about how you feel about Tanstaffel.
Okay. At this point, I would actually like to do a segment on one of the shows
On Stan's
where we
staff?
just go through
Shitty
go through
marketing.
the logos of the Libertarian Party and
Well,
critique each of
well,
them
what
and
suck-
talk about what we want a logo to
We
be.
can do that.
what sucks is like we have, and I think this is a bit of a problem, is that like the LP has a lot of like very logical thinkers, and like the masses are not logical. Like, let's be honest. And so like our messaging has to be like unbelievably dumbed down. Not
I
some.
like the break the government stranglehold thing that I have in my X banner.
I like that too, but like that one's not bad. But the like overall,
I like Leon Tortsky.
if you
He should be your mascot.
don't you dare
Communism moves
forsake
slowly.
our new Jimothy
Leon
logo.
Tortsky.
We have a new Jimothy logo holding the flame of the Statue of Liberty. Okay,
I'm going to generate a picture of Trotsky holding Jimothy, and feels like I'm say anything bad about it.
Can you please? I have a short.
I'm gonna be like, wait a minute.
When I come back, I want to see Trotsky holding Jimothy.
Jimothy liked Trotsky. Well, now I got to rethink this. You know.
Can I? Well, actually, I don't want to ruin the picture. If you can put a stick bug in there, then so much the better. But if you can't, you can't. It's just Trotsky.
You gotta make it look like a cartoon stick bug with like the soy jack face pointing at it. That would be great.
Oh,
but
no.
like I said, I think the next convention. The only time I'm going to go speak on the microphone will be when I bring up the newly generated art.
Introduce a resolution to make Jimothy the new mascot of the Libertarian Party.
Yeah, and I will say it in such a way that stops all debate. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know what? You should be a convention speaker and give a 45-minute speech on how you need to vote for this resolution to make Jimothy the mascot, and then move to skip debate and just go to voting on the motion to make Jimothy the mascot.
Yeah, do not do that to Jimothy.
Good faith motion there.
Pinochet would do that, and that's the real problem here. Is that him throwing people out, horrible, but him throwing Jimothy out. What are we fucking?
I mean, that's
evil.
That should be our next salvo against the So to Speak caucus, right? You just take their logo and
just put Jimothy out of there. Like, look what
put Jimothy instead of the person. Yeah, exactly.
Evil fucks. Yeah, but I will say, like, I'm 100% enamored with Jimothy, and yesterday I got a tattoo of him. So
tattoo of Jimothy.
Yeah, he's now on my left leg. So I did not get tattooed yesterday, and that was a lie.
Why would you lie like that?
I can't believe you've done this.
Yeah, I don't know. I have forsaken our savior, Jimothy.
All right, children, I have a meeting that's like less than 15 minutes.
Well, I'm going to go get food, I think.
You get food. So. Did Kyle has to entertain the people? Because I thought I was going to come back to a picture of Jimothy.
Well,
it'll be here, but the question is if we will be.
Yeah,
I'll be back.
It depends on if Kyle wants to keep the chat distracted for 15 minutes. But yeah, I'm gonna go get some food. Actually, I can place the order. I can hang out for 15 minutes till she gets back, and then
yeah, there we go.
Also, you're not on camera, motherfucker. Just eat.
Yeah, just.
I have to go pick it up.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
you can pay a peasant. Peasant, bring me my food.
It's literally like if I order it from there, it's like 90 minutes from now that the food will get here.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I'm not doing that.
Phil lives 90 minutes from the closest food is what I've gotten from this. Phil, we both know there's a Taco Bell closer than that.
There is, and it's gross.
There's never been a Taco Bell that's gross. There's only perfection from Taco Bell, and lettuce that makes you shit yourself to lose weight. It was a gift.
I think I have to like update a card on here or something. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Jimothy. I do think that he is a better mascot than the chicken on the stick, and I will fight for that.
I mean, there's a reason that the one delegate group is the El Paso Flaming Chickens, and it's the chicken on a stick logo. I'm pretty happy with that one.
Dude, I can't figure out where I can check my cards on this thing. I must be. There we go. I got to enter in a card now. Yeah, it is way quicker. It's way quicker to pick up.
300. Phil's card.
Is that like a byproduct of autism for you just to do that sort of stuff?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm co-signing it. Normally, I'm not a big fan of jingles, but if my name's in it, or if Jimothy's name in it, I'm fine with it.
Empire Today. It's all the jingles from the 90s are permanently stuck in my head.
Are they? I think I burned,
Oh my gosh.
I think I burned them out of my brain at some point. But yeah, like when I order this, it's probably going to be.
I mean, do you not remember like the General?
The General, no.
For a great low rate, you can get online, go to the General, and save some time. Like, oh god, all those commercials played so many fucking times.
No, the only thing I remember is like old TV is like waking up in the middle of the night, and then like the channel that you were on was like Comedy Central or something, and now it's like nothing but Girls Gone Wild, the commercials, and you're like waking up half like grumbled and angry, and then recognizing like, oh, there's a Girls Gone Wild thing on TV. Which honestly, like looking back at that, like there should have been like lawsuits for like, what was going on for that. Now there probably was. They literally had like women completely like wasted, being like, I'm going to show my boobs completely drunk. Like
what it came out was that a lot of them weren't 18 yet.
Oh my God, no way.
Yeah.
There's just a bunch of pedophiles out there just fucking taking videos of like
okay.
Jesus, dude.
So
that's gnarly.
Like, for instance, when I was in high school, we found out the Girls Gone Wild bus was coming to Athens. And girls in the class were like, fuck, I'm not 18 yet. What if I just use my fake ID? You think that would work? And so they were legitimately going out there because they wanted to show their tits off. It turns out that people are stupid at all ages, but especially as teenagers.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Did you ever have a Barstool blackout come to your town? Do you know what this is? Before Dave Portnoy became like an internet douchebag, bigger than he was when he was younger, he did this like touring party where it was like at local venues, like little theaters and towns or whatever, and it essentially was just like a big almost orgy where people were getting drunk and taking drugs, and like they would have like soap, like the soap bubbles fill the room, and like it was like techno music. It was like during like the DJ Pauly D era of like.
So,
Jersey
like,
Shore.
that's just what Athens was.
Well, what they would do is they would go to these college towns, like all around the U.S. of like these little known college towns, but are known for like the great craziest parties, and they would just go to those. It was 2011, 2012, and it was fucking crazy. Like people were dying, like passing out and dying from like taking like ecstasy and stuff. Like it was nuts, and like tons of underage people would get in. Like it was kind of gross.
Addison went with the Gillette, the best a man can get, which I definitely remember. But then Jonathan hit up the JG Wentworth. 877 cash now. 877 cash now. And that one also definitely.
Well, this sucks. This now I hate this. I hate everything about this because you did the high pitched singing. I wasn't opposed to it earlier, but that I hated that.
So being from Georgia, we had Donna and the Wolfman. That was a thing.
I don't know what that is.
That's for the Wolfman. It's a fucking furniture store in the middle of Gainesville, Georgia, nowhere. And they had commercials all over the state, and people used to drive from all over the state to their thing because it was Don and the Wolfman. Ask for the Wolfman.
Well, I bet you that was a very nice family. I do say I loved like homemade TV commercials for like small town businesses.
Yeah, they're great.
They're usually like completely unhinged, horribly produced, but hilarious.
Yeah.
And like, do you know the internet duo Rhett and Link? Do you know who they are?
I love Rhett and Link.
Well, so they did this like when they before they kind of like blew up, they would do this thing where they would go and film these like ridiculous homemade commercials for businesses.
Yes.
And so every time I think of like
My
homemade ones,
favorite pillow.
see, I don't know what that is, but
That's a Rhett and Link commercial.
yeah, you think I remember like specifics of things? I don't remember specifics of things. I remember.
Do you not remember the Taco Bell rap?
No.
The cheese falls from your Taco Bell glove.
Again,
Oh, yeah.
I hate that. I hate all of this. mm, See, we need to
Make mine wild.
We need a man to get
Actually,
back so I
he'll
can
take
go grab
mild.
my food. It's so bad because I'm there's gonna be like barbecue at this party that I'm going to, but I got barbecue today too.
Or
all the
terrible
all the vegetarian
anti-drug PSAs. I'd rather eat a big old bug than take any stupid drug.
I don't remember that one.
Hell
All
yeah,
I remember
the 90s.
is the one of like the woman that was like deflated on the couch. Like she was like, that's the one.
Phil saw her and was like, "Oh hell yeah!"
No, it was gross. But it was just so ridiculous and funny. Like that one is like permanently scarred into my brain of like the picture of that woman in there, and then being like, she's really not interested in anything anymore, or something like that. When they walked in, she kind of just does that now, and she's just like sitting on the couch, all like turned into like half goo. Oh, Foundational Memory. That just kicked in the other one. Do you remember a show on like Nickelodeon where it was like some
This is your brain on drugs.
well, it was some like superhero character of a woman that could turn herself into like liquid goo, almost like a Terminator 2.
Alex. Shit. I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, right. Like, Foundational Memory. For some reason, thinking about the Dare goo woman made me think of that.
Secret World of Alex Mack.
Yeah. Yep. I remember that show very fondly. Don't remember anything about it, but I remember that it was, whoa, she could turn herself to goo and go under doors. That would be sweet. You know, like,
She had a whole shitload of powers. I love how the entire premise was like, yeah, man, if a chemical waste truck dumps on you, maybe you'll get superpowers, kids. It's like, shit.
Now you know the secret
was
of why
like,
I became a
she's
chemist.
a tomboy with a backwards cap.
That is true. That is exactly what it was. It's like, now she's got superpowers because the hat and the chemicals. I do remember that. That was so.
Everyone wishes they were as cool as Alex Mack.
That's funny. I completely forgot that that's how she looked. Now I can actually picture her in my head because you said that, which is how my brain works. It's like a squirrel. It's like you got to like trigger a memory for me to be like, oh, now I do remember that.
So I was like my favorite for a long time was Kablam, and Kablam never did as well as I felt that it should. It was a cartoon that was drawn as if it was a comic, and they would cut to other types of cartoons. So it was one of the
like fourth wall breaking type of thing.
Very much so.
Yeah, I don't know that at all. Although
says here.
I don't think she's actually here. She's not saying anything. But this is good. That means I can go get food.
Yeah, that was the goal. I was like, wait a second. Why is Addis not up here? If she's watching anyway, she might as well be hanging out with us. And then Phil can disappear like a loser, and we can go keep hanging out.
I'm sorry, dude. All the vegetarian talk when it was like, oh yay, broccoli. I'm like, oh
I didn't
man.
say, oh, yay, broccoli.
Well, that's kind of what I was feeling. Everybody was saying, and I respond to how I feel, not exactly the things that get said. So when you guys are talking about like, oh yeah, you should eat vegetables.
Oh man, you should go look in the gin chat in LP Alliance. You'll fit right in.
Yeah, that's usually how it works. Yeah, but that made me very hungry for some brisket.
I will be right back. Sorry.
Well, is Florida known for having
time.
brisket? Well, no, I'll wait until he gets back. But do you guys have decent brisket down there? I know you're technically the South, but not really the South, right? Like Florida's kind of a weird.
I haven't really found it yet. If it does exist,
See, I also don't, I'm not like a big fan of like North Carolina or Carolina barbecue. Like the
Well, you said brisket. Now, there was a spot in Fayetteville, North Carolina that no longer exists that had absolutely the best,
that.
most tender brisket, and they shut down during COVID.
yeah, a lot of businesses it happened to. It's really sad actually how many like they were
Yeah.
like, hey,
I
we're gonna
blame
do
Phil for every one of them, though.
what for them all going out of business. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that happens.
Phil didn't go out as much during COVID. He was the number one person keeping them all up.
I was all the barbecues places for sure. You know, half of all of their sales were for me. One of the places that I would go to in Philadelphia, they basically, oh well, no, Addison's gone. They
Addison was
had
eaten by the dreaded Narwhals.
they had two different locations, and one of them was like just a to go place, and the other place was like a like kind of like a bumping kind of like hipster bar, but it was like a hipster bar and barbecue place, and you know, kind of like an experience place where there's like, you know, you can go play pool or like skee ball, stuff like that in like the back or whatever, or like darts. And so one of them closed, and it was the one that I always go to on my way home. I would just like pull off on the way home to this barbecue place. It's super sad that it went under. And I think COVID did it too, because what they did in Philadelphia was like a lot of the taxes and stuff they put off. They said like you don't have to pay it now, but you're gonna have to pay it eventually. And then they started like putting in, you know, requirements for people to pay it back, and so like a lot of businesses like went under because they could never pay back the amount of like back taxes or fees they owe to like the area. And it's like, well, how the fuck are you going to keep charging these people this if they're not able to do business? Like that whole time period you guys said they can't work, and now you're going to basically close them. So like food trucks, because Philadelphia is like known for like the college campuses to have like food trucks all over the place, and you have to like rent your spot to do it. And even though they were forced to shut down, they're like, yeah, you actually owe all of this money back for the time you were just like leaving your car there, and we were not allowing you to like sell food. So fucked up. Super, super fucked up. Although the one thing that I would say COVID did a decent job of doing was kind of liberalizing the ability to use the sidewalks and like the spaces, the parking spaces, like readapting them for outside eating.
Yes.
So now like a lot of cities have like these kind of cool side streets where like you'll go down one, and now there's like an outdoor eating area that never would have been allowed before.
Yeah. That's how DC was.
That's how Philly was. Like there was all kinds of like, but it was kind of weird because some of them were like still technically like indoors. They were like little sunrooms. Like they built like little.
Yes.
And I'm like, well, what are you doing here? Like it's the same fucking thing. It's like you actually close the door. There's heaters in there. Like what is the difference here? But either way, they got to access like space that they normally wouldn't be able to sell food in.
Yeah, and hang little cute lights up.
Yeah, no, it made like certain areas, and this is what I think. Like, man, if you just like let businesses kind of do that, purchase the space, like the cities would be so much more vibrant.
Yeah. Well, it was cool until people started like running into those things like with their cars.
Yeah,
And then they started rethinking
I returned.
that.
yeah, but all they had to do was like put up like big, you know, those like big blocking. I don't know what they're called.
The big
Barriers.
concrete blocks.
Yeah, the big
Yeah.
concrete barriers or like columns.
Barricades.
Barricades. That's the word.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the concrete barricades that are like circular. All they'd have to do is
Speaking
put
of
those in the
barricades.
corner.
Oh my goodness gracious!
There's a trash
They
panda.
look so contented. They both do. Where's
See, I was wanting Trotsky to be held by Jimothy because we all know Jimothy is a giant among men.
Jimothy
and-
can definitely like lift
Yeah.
Trotsky.
So this is the opposite thing that I was interested in, and
Although Trotsky was
ideally,
very small for his time. He and I have the same height actually, 1'5'8", which is how you know we're the same person.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It's not the horrible ideas.
It's not the communism. It's
No,
just
it's not
that
the horrible communist ideas.
There you go.
Oh, you
That
use
one's not generating.
ChatGPT? What are you doing?
Where's the stick bug? I thought there was going to be a stick bug.
For shitty image creation, yeah, ChatGPT is free.
That's the only thing that ChatGPT is good for. I just want to clarify that.
What Amanda's saying there is actually all of her writing is done by ChatGPT.
I feel like that is,
There's your
that is
stick bug, though.
demonstrably false.
Well, Jimothy told me it was true. So
Can you zoom in? What the? Oh gosh, I'm so cute. Look at me.
He doesn't look
Oh.
scrunched enough. He looks too much like a regular raccoon.
Yeah, I don't disagree, but
Yeah, that just
I
looks
thought
like
that it
that just
decided
looks
that Phil
Trotsky
was
as
the
a couch.
shortest and was a little bit of a tubby bear.
Why are you
Hey.
a polar bear, Phil?
Because I like cold weather.
I was like, give me a bear in a white coat,
Yeah.
and it was like, boom. And I was like, okay, well, whatever.
Oh,
Do you think I wear lab
can
coats?
I make an announcement?
Yes.
Yeah,
Is it serious?
It's very serious.
Oh God, I hate
I
serious.
don't know that.
The point of this show is to make pictures of Jimothy.
It's actually not serious, but kind of. I just want to say, I'm not part of any caucus, guys. Just making an official announcement in case anybody was curious.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
part of any caucus.
good.
Yeah, and I'll be on
There we
TV
go.
twice next week.
What TV show are you gonna do? They're doing an interview of you somewhere on local TV.
I am going to be on 2 networks next week. On August 5th, I'm going to be on First Coast Connect, which is a show that's like radio broadcast and broadcast on YouTube and Facebook Live, and then it re-airs on TV at 12:30 during the lunch hour. So it will be, audio, video all day long. And then on the next day, I will be appearing on a different station on something called This Week in Jacksonville that I was somehow left out of the first round when they interviewed other candidates. So I will have my own segment in that next week. And then I have a fundraiser on the 8th to help cover legal fees, etc. So it's going to be a big week next week. And then my birthday is on the 9th. So what a great birthday week to get on TV, to get to tell my story, and to get to be funny. I'm hosting trivia as part of my fundraiser. So yes, like me personally, I'll be on the microphone telling really bad jokes, but playing very good music. So
Very cool.
yeah.
It's exciting. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, and guess, I'll let you guess. What do you think the trivia theme is going to be?
Libertarians.
Well,
Leon Trotsky.
it's going to be it's going to be liberty and conspiracy theory.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yes. So I'm going to be writing up some questions for that.
Well, if you need a conspiracy theorist extraordinaire for to give information, you let me know. All right.
Okay. Well, then I'll just go ahead and enlist you. You wanna help me come up with some questions that some libertarians would actually know the answers to?
Maybe most of mine are just for fun. Like I was gonna say, like that we never landed on the moon, but Jimothy did, that sort of stuff.
Oh,
but,
okay.
But there is surely a bunch of conspiracy theories within the libertarian space. I'm sure you could find somebody who like actually believes them. Like most of the ones if it's not like the government's kind of admitted to it and like it's along the same lines that they've done this sort of thing before, I usually will be like, okay, until I see evidence, yes, they could do this evil. I don't know. I'm not going to, put my credibility on it if I don't have enough evidence,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, some silly things could at least be like a sample question so people can figure out how the game is played. But, in all trivia, when there are prizes involved, people get really sassy if they don't get questions right. So I can't have the questions be too hard. So we need to stroke people's egos just a little bit. No comments.
I'm thinking about stroking egos. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I've hosted trivia for people who are super, super, super like Jeopardy level serious about trivia, and they get mad if you have any easy questions in there because it's an insult to their intelligence. But for the purposes of this fundraiser, I want to make sure that somebody is getting the answers to the questions. Otherwise, like that's not fun for anybody if everybody is frustrated.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to go like medium level difficulty.
That's fair.
Are we sure that Jimothy is not just a cryptid?
Oh my gosh, are we still talking about Jimothy? Are you really? We're still doing that.
Oh well, what is that? There's like a really sad creature. Oh my god, it's like a PA one. I can't
Bill
remember
Ryan?
it too.
I'm a
PA
cryptid.
It's called a squonk. Google a squonk real quick. Bring it up.
I thought I was a cryptid.
Yeah, Google a squonk. And I feel like
How do you
that
spell
may SQONK.
I think it's
Squonk.
I think it is sad.
Okay.
Yeah, so squonk. This is a American folklore in PA. It's kind of a cryptid of kind. And now I'm wondering if it was like a Jimothy when they first seen, because like look at the picture of it on Wikipedia. Like look at the squonk on Wikipedia. Like the black and white one.
Oh,
Like
look at
that looks like a Jimothy that has mange.
Yeah, look at that.
Like, that's a mangy Jimothy. But like it's the only cryptid where like there is no like fearful thing about it. It's just that it kind of is like really sad.
I don't want it to be sad.
It's like literally
The
won't
first
attack
account
you.
of the squonk was from the 1910 book Fearsome Creatures of the Lumber Woods.
Yeah, so but the whole thing is like it's not meant to scare you, but it's basically it's always just afraid.
Why is it afraid? What's it afraid of?
I don't know. It's just always
The
sad.
squonk is of a very retiring disposition, generally traveling about at twilight and dusk. Because of its misfitting skin, which is covered with warts and moles, it is always unhappy. Hunters who are good at tracking are able to follow a squonk by its tear-stained trail, where the animal weeps constantly.
Yep.
When cornered and escape seems impossible, or when surprised and frightened, it may dissolve itself in its tears.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, it's like it's the only cryptid where like the in the Appalachian Mountains, usually it's like this cryptid is gonna come kill you, and that's why you like have to shut your curtains at night. Or like if you hear a noise far away, like don't go to it or whatever. If it's like you think it's a good friend. But the squonk,
This is the best cryptid everyone knows.
maybe. But anyway, the squonk, there is nothing to be afraid of because it is just so sad and pathetic. And I don't know what kind of like if we're coming up with cryptids, so like you kind of want to give it a good backstory and something scary. And nope, they it's just this little sad creature that's all wrinkly.
All I can think of is Gronk. When you say squonk, Gronk. That's all I can think of.
I'm telling you, if you look at the pictures of some of them in black and white, like the original ones, the original drawings, it kind of just looks like a Jimothy that happened to have a really bad case of the mange. And I know this because I recently saw a fox that has the mange, and it was not. It was on my one of my.
I like that
cans.
it's the mange.
The mange. Yeah, dude, it's just like the Facebook or the Walmart.
I have found pictures of Phil's leg.
See,
Here you go.
it's honestly hilarious because that left one is exactly the one that I have. Dude, it's so funny.
You think these are the clouds from behind it where he's running?
No, he's
but
just
it's not.
farting.
He's pooping for extra speed.
No, that's fart. That's a little bit of gaseous release. But he, yeah, like I said, I think Jimothy could bring America together. Don't knock your hair care. Hey, man.
All right. Here's one from Georgia. Maybe Kyle knows this one.
Oh no.
Which coastal Georgia retreat hosted a secret 1910 meeting?
Jekyll Island.
Huh?
Jekyll
You know
Island.
Yeah, it's definitely Jekyll Island.
Okay, so too easy. All
That's
right.
way too easy. If it's in libertarian land, yeah, that's gonna be a.
Fuck the Fed.
You just, let's get a bunch of psychopathic billionaires together and figure out how we can run the entire world by controlling the monetary system. Let's do it on an island. But that's like not really a conspiracy theory, isn't that like public information, just like known?
It was thought to be a conspiracy for a very long time, then turned out to be true.
Oh, well, that's a lot of things. Like,
That's true.
like the conspiracy theory that Jimothy has come back as to forgive us of our sins.
So one of the things that I think would be an excellent question for conspiracy theories is how many kilograms of cocaine has the CIA distributed to poor black neighborhoods?
Ooh,
Oh,
that's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah. Ooh, I guess you could do like what is the chemical that is like believed to be the cause of the chemtrails. That would be one, but that's a pretty deep take.
That's not a conspiracy theory, Alex. American Indians exist. I know, because you're one.
Deep. That's really deep.
Badooms.
Yes. I mean, you could ask about the Dead Baby Project. That's always terrifying. Project Sunshine.
Dude, the one that is like kind of nuts is the Project Sea Spray, I think is what it's called. Do you know this one? Let me see.
I don't
think
know by
this
the
was
name,
called
at least.
Sea Spray. So the what
I'm
it
taking
oh,
that.
Operation Sea Spray. It was a 1950s secret biological warfare experiment where they basically took two bacteria and then sprayed them out in like in the ocean.
Oh, in San
near-
Francisco.
in San Francisco, yeah. And then they found out like how it would distribute, and the goal there's something like 800,000 residents inhaled millions of bacterial spores without them even knowing.
Yeah. Project Sunshine is where the government, the conspiracy is the government was stealing dead bodies to do radioactive testing.
Why would you do
and,
Why would they be
and
dead?
it turns out that what they were actually doing was just stealing parts of dead bodies. Over 1,500 samples and limbs were taken from corpses.
Like Leonardo da Vinci.
But like the biological response is very different to radiation if the organs are alive versus dead. Like very, very different. You don't have the signaling cascades that happen between cells if they're all dead. Like I don't know. I would not be looking at that as like a unless your point is to have like such high radiation to where it like literally like melts. Anyway, I'm gonna go get food. Y'all have a good rest of your day. I expect there to be incredible banter here, and at least Jimothy's name mentioned 3 times to honor him.
Jimothy.
No, that doesn't count. It has to be real.
Yes,
It does not count. It has to be real.
Timothy. He's so mad. This runs off
South Park.
Runs off in anger.
That's a good question. I need Liberty trivia too. So feel free to, if you've got like a list or you're just like nerdy and know them off the top of your head, feel free to email addisonforliberty@gmail.com if you've got a list. And I'll let you know if I feature any of them.
Libertarian conspiracy trivia.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep.
Very nice.
Yeah. If we have a lot of kids that are coming, I'll probably do like a little kids quiz that they can just like do on their own and turn in and just get like, you know, some nice little prizes too for finishing, you know, participation trophies for kids, you know.
Pretty cool. Everyone likes participation trophy.
Yeah. Well, you know, also marketing, you know, I could give them something to color. It could be like
A conspiracy that is pretty libertarian related is the Gulf of Tonkin incident, which turned out that we attacked and then they responded and they portrayed it as Vietnam attacked us. They used that to go into Vietnam.
I mean, it's pretty interesting that the Libertarian Party, had office facilities in Watergate, and I didn't know that until Aaron Ann posted that recently from some letterhead.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. So when did y'all get on today? How long have y'all been on?
Oh, we've been on since
1
1 o'clock Eastern. I mean, it's the 2-hour lunch hour, so it's got to be, you know, it's anywhere between 1 and more than 1 hours.
So is the joke that it's like it's a telethon?
It's quite a telethon. It's it's more like
If it was a telethon,
show,
we'd make money.
a radio show of indeterminate length.
A radio show of unusual size.
Exactly. Somehow unusual.
In a plot twist, a 24-hour telethon is announced, and you're on for like 30 seconds, and then the stream ends, and people are looking at
Exactly.
Yeah.
We do need to do some kind of telethon, though, for a fundraiser.
Yes.
Mostly because of the poker tournament and the broccoli relay for life. which is what
Oh.
Kyle is calling it.
I like that name a lot.
The broccoli relay for life.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the most honest name of all time for
It's
it.
not a relay for life. I don't really know. I mean, your entire argument.
Amanda is currently starving to death.
I'm
For just $100, you could get her to eat 12 ounces of broccoli.
I do love broccoli. Like steamed broccoli, it's amazing. It's so good.
Send her bags of almonds.
There we go. So I can be an almond mom.
God.
Yeah.
Addison's like, go ahead, give her arsenic poisoning.
Do almonds have high levels of arsenic?
I think it's almonds, isn't it?
I have no idea. I'm allergic to almonds,
Are you
so
really?
I don't really eat them.
Are you allergic to other nuts?
is allergic
Yeah.
to legumes.
I'm not allergic to
They
legumes.
do not contain meaningful amounts of arsenic.
Okay.
It comes from a mix-up with cyanide and a
Okay.
compound
Well, that's better.
called amygdalin.
Amygdalin. That should do something with your amygdala. That should either make you more or less anxious.
Wild or bitter almonds contain the natural chemicals that turn into hydrogen cyanide. Sweet almonds are fine. The unprocessed ones are the bad ones, allegedly.
So interesting. So the processed almonds are better.
Apparently.
I'm skeptical.
Maybe it's one of those like it's cooking, cooking them like cooks it out. I don't know.
That's interesting. So I might have just asked you this, but I was distracted. Are you allergic to other nuts or just almonds?
I'm allergic to like all the tree nuts.
Gotcha.
Yep, unfortunately.
So I don't really like almonds or tree nuts either.
I mean, luckily I can have coconut and
Okay.
coconut products because
Real.
for hydration, like
Yeah.
I love coconut water.
Yeah. Kyle, do
What?
you like coconut?
I do.
Do you like almonds?
I do.
Do you like pistachios? I know you do.
I do.
Are you going to participate in the conversation about nuts?
I was being interviewed and was answering the questions as they came.
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
I am.
Kyle, this is
I
not
was
you being
just going
interviewed.
this way. Hey. Going this way. Hey.
This is
I eat nuts a lot. I was born
This
this
is really
way.
an interview.
With a vampire.
Yeah. You're not the vampire.
I don't want to be Tom Cruise.
You're not Tom Cruise. Relax. You're slightly taller than
Yay!
Tom. 5'10".
I am over 5'11".
He says that. I mean, like with
An
the
inch
elevator-
matters.
Yeah. Well, that's why I try to keep him accountable.
Just ask a girlfriend.
You don't have a girlfriend.
Womp
I
womp.
still technically have a wife.
That's true.
Scandalous.
Well,
I didn't realize that this show was promoting polygamy.
libertarianism.
I mean, that is a thing some libertarians do. And like we get accused of wanting to shatter the nuclear family. We're not the ones who are polygamous that I know of. I'm not going to judge though.
Dun dun dun.
It doesn't help that Kyle's literally telling people that he wants to destroy the nuclear family. Literally. It's a direct quote.
What the fuck?
Like, Amanda was actually right, even though she didn't know it when she was joking about the state raising your children. The nuclear family should be abolished. That's what Kyle said.
He said he likes The Handmaid's Tale. So,
Oh gods.
Yeah, exactly.
are you part
What
of?
have I done?
Are you part of Gilead?
It's his ideal society. He read that as like a manual, a how-to manual.
That's racist. What did Emmanuel do to anybody?
Boom.
A manual.
Emmanuel.
He came. Oh dear. All right, good people.
The subtitle of this should be the ADHD like the ADHD edition.
I need to go back through and subtitle our episodes because we had some good like asides and little jokes that were referred to in the prior episodes that make for good one-liner subtitles.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I look forward to reading those one-liner subtitles, since I don't really read, I can do like one line.
A little subtitle. You read subtitles.
I'll read the subtitles. Just joking, people. I do read sometimes.
Reading is
Sometimes I read. Sometimes.
That's a Britney Spears song.
Sometimes I run. Sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sometimes I run. Yeah, that one.
Oh, sometimes I hide. There you go.
See, that's what I'm saying. This is the ADHD edition. But I gotta go get some more work done, guys. Thanks for letting me pop on and be silly for a while. This is my stress reliever.
Yes. Come back anytime.
And for people too, guys. We have to,
Barely, but they are. Yeah.
I don't know.
Send us your trivia. And hold on the POP. Just scan the QR code. Do it.
Yep.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Give Addison a hand.
I've got about $5,100 remaining without tacking on any other lawsuits. Like that's the amount that is currently due. Fun times. We need all the libertarians to consider going to law school, specifically for election law. So we have people to deploy for all of these campaigns, not just mine, but others in other states. So we need to activate you all. Everybody to law school now.
That was amazing. That was a wonderful.
That was very compelling, right? Everybody to law school now. Onward
to law school.
Well, y'all have a good day.
You too, Addison.
You too.
Toodles.
Bye.
Later, Gator.
What did Phil say? You were saying something.
Do what? Phil went to get food.
Yeah, I know. But
what I was saying was that Phil was holding it together against the ADHD, overwhelming everything.
Well, Phil has other mental disabilities.
Gosh.
Should we shut this shop down for now?
Buzz. I am Leon Trotskyto.
I am, in fact, Leon Trotskyto. That's what my name tag says, not yours.
There's no name tags.
There were until you ruined it. And we're back to the circle. As Kyle is accusing us of ruining
Names are actually on.
I know they are.
So now you're blaming Addison for ruining it.
No, they were never on.
What? Yes, they are. They go away because the QR code's on. You turn the QR code open, they're there.
Not going to argue with you on anything related to Restream. He's like, you can use Restream. You know how to use Restream. And then the second I do, he yells at me.
That's not true.
It's definitely true. It happened right before the show.
It was minutes after you started using it. It wasn't seconds.
I said right after.
You said a second after.
You didn't say a second after.
Anyway.
Okay, people. Tomorrow night, business list. Oh, wait. Tomorrow night's the JC appeal.
Yes. No, it's not. It got moved.
It got moved? Damn.
It got moved to August the 11th.
Oh, poop. That's a day.
Which is a Tuesday.
All right.
Whose birthday?
My dad.
Oh.
You
Happy birthday, Father. It is time to remove a New Hampshire.
He's not your what? Oh, yes. It's the day before my dad's birthday.
11 and 12 are not the same day.
They are not. I said it's the day before my dad's birthday. And then you said, happy birthday, Father. And he's not your father.
He's someone's father. And so calling him father is perfectly acceptable.
I think that's probably wrong.
That is literally how English.
Can I call you my brother then? There we go.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, see, exactly. And it's weird for you to call my dad your father.
You could call me son, but you can't call me brother. Those are different things.
No, No,
I am someone's.
You're also someone's brother.
I don't know if that counts. The government doesn't consider her a person. Oh God, Amanda has muted herself. Amanda
It's
has
just there's an
died.
ambulance going by.
It's because of that sick burn on my sister.
Oh my gosh. There's only 2 of us now. People do not want to watch 2 Trotskyitos talking. So let's wrap this up. Tomorrow night at 8 Eastern is the business list. Molotov cocktail hour is on Saturday, as usual. Tuesday we'll probably have a solidarity stream. We do that.
Yay!
Yay. Okay. Kyle and I are going to back and keep fighting. You all stay frosty. Until next time, this was your 2-hour lunch hour. I hope you enjoyed the almost 3 hours that you spent with us today.